Well, hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jojo and Attic and BB and Marina. Good evening, Vink. No, morning, that's the one. Anna. Newbies, hello. Lovely to see you. Jerry, Laura, Lottie, always a pleasure. Marissa, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Oh, I'm very quiet. Good evening or good night. There we go. Peak, peak, peak. Depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Hey, happy weekend. It is currently Saturday morning. It's 11:21 a.m. and I thought, what better time? Well, actually, there's a lot of other. That's not my language. There's a lot of other things that I could be doing with my day. Ooh, steamy. I had a shower, so I'm feeling very. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit red. What's going on there? Anyway. So today, on the docket, I've got meal prep to do, I've got skating to do, which is excellent. I hit the gym last night. I think I look a bit tired because I did that thing where I was like, I'll just go to bed really early and I'll wake up at like 10 and then I'll go to gym when it's really quiet. And then I got up at 10 and I was like, let me just doom scroll for a while, and that happened. Then I didn't get to the gym until 12. Then I finished at the gym at like 1:30. Then I got home, couldn't sleep, and all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun is fully up, raring to go, and I got an extra 5 hours sleep. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about me. So I've got things to do. But I thought, what a great opportunity today, because I felt in the mood to stuff a camera up my nose and talk about things. I thought, what a great idea to maybe, let's look at lovers past. Okay. Maybe not in that context. What I've done, because Foodie, we're here to talk about Foodie, by the way. Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, that one. I understand there's a piece of content out from Ambi. Chat, say, do yourself a favor. Don't watch it. It's terrible. It's so terrible. I'm sure you've all seen it. It's terrible. I mean, the title is all about weight gain. That it literally could have been said in one sentence. It did not need to be a vlog. It is wild. The best part of the vlog is rarity, and that's that on that. Anyway, I thought what a great time while Foodie Beauty is being humble and respectful to go back and just see the ways that she's presented all of her past lovers. So basically what I did, because Foodie's been deleting everything, I just jumped over there to see what she'd actually kept up. I don't know if there's rhyme or reason as to what she's taking down, what she's putting up or leaving up. She's changing titles, she's changing thumbnails, she's doing the most without doing anything at all, and definitely not financially benefiting from any decisions she's making on her YouTube. So I was like, ooh, I know what I'll do. I'll just type in love. I'll just go to Foodie's channel and I'll type in love and I'll see what comes up. And boy, howdy, is this some sad stuff. Sad stuff specifically around the old mate era, because that just went on for too many seasons. There legitimately is something in my eye. It's probably a bug. So instead I was like, oh, I know that some people are relatively new to Chantal, and even if you only walked in the last 2 years, there might be a little bit of stuff to catch up on. So I thought we'd go back and we'd talk about her story times, because quite often her story times were her escapades. This was before the live stream era where everything was modernized, and it was very much Foodie reflecting on like a passing flame from like 10 years ago. So I think that's really interesting, and for some reason I find them just weird. They're so weird, but it will help for people who might be a little bit new to get a little bit of context around why Foodie, in my mind, is not necessarily discreet, humble, or honest, or any of those things. But Pulpy, she talked about these things like 5 years ago. Why are you still going on about it? Because she's clearing her channel, right? She's making choices about what she wants to keep up and what she doesn't. So she wants to keep up all of her old lover story times. What does that tell you? It tells you she wants us to react to it. That's what it tells you. Morning, Sam. Lovely to see you. And Auntie M, hello. Capone, thank you for being here for 2 months, mate. I appreciate it. Capone says, hey, Pulpy, I can't wait for this. Well, mate, we've got 5 pieces of recorded content, all of them One of them's 36 minutes, but there are no hour mark ones. So I want to see how long we can roll this one. Oh, I think I got a sneeze. No. Maybe. You got a cocktail, Sonia? Nice. Is this the BB era? Anna, while she's in the BB house for most of this, actually. Yeah, I think most of this. Oh, it's right in my nostril. I think all of this actually is BB era. The earliest content is August 1st, 2017. 5 years ago. Yeah, so everything's BB. 2020. I mean, that's the end of BB. August 1st, 2020 is kind of the end of BB. 2020. Is that a re-upload? Huh. Anyway, with all of that being said, hi. My name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new. And thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional. Just guys, watches too much foodie. No. Who lost some weight, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much Foodie Beauty, and is in dire need of caffeine. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Literally here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about choices. Choices about what we put on the internet, choices about the words that we say, choices, all about choices. So we're going to go back again, giving you a dose of 2017 Foodie with Domino's Pizza Eat With Me. I Was a Stalker story time. Fabulous start. What a way to start. Okay, so we're going to do the thing. I have myself a tea and another beverage, and I hope you guys have some beverages, and I hope you guys have some stuff to do, because this is background noise. Please feel free to be productive as heck while you're listening in on this. Oh, it's a spot. That's what it is. That's what's throwing me off about everything. Okay, we're just going to ignore that. That's fine. Right, and here we go. Breaking news, Chantal was telling people off on Pizzas Live. Well, unless she wants to cam up. She can tell people off on her own camera. She doesn't need to kick in Pizza's door and yell. Sarah, thank you for the super chat, mate. I appreciate it. Sarah says, hi, I'm sorry I can't be here since I got game night right now. I'll be on the replay. That's okay, Sarah. You enjoy game night. Say hi to everyone. I hope you have a fabulous night, and I hope you win. Thank you for the support. All right, let's get started. We've got the iconic introduction. We'll go in at 1 point. 5 is appropriate. She did speak faster in this era, but we'll see what we can do. Pixar didn't happen again.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Sammy. She's actually passed out underneath my monitor.
Oh my god, says a kitten. She? Wait. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Foodie was very confused of the gender of Sam for a while.
No, please. Oh, Sammy. She always sleeps with her eyes, like, partly open.
Does she? Okay.
Sammy. Hello.
It's the Chantal eating
Sammy.
show. Yeah.
Sammy. Cute little bitch.
Howdy doody, Foodie Beauty. I'm sorry about the AC. I know it's noisy. It's hot today. Gotta have Harry in there.
Sorry. Oh, the thing's doing the thing. Please hold. I get a kick. I am a nostalgic person in general. I don't like living in the past. I like reflecting on it, learning from it. But when I do this with Foodie, it truly does give me the motivation of being like, when I'm meal prepping today, I probably should weigh out all of the ingredients and stop eyeballing the amount of oil that I use. And I should probably go and finish the core work that I skipped out on last night because it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning and I really didn't want to do side planks. Yeah, thanks Foodie. Thanks for the motivation. Appreciate you.
Okay, well, I know I said I was going to do some groceries, but yeah, I found a...
Yeah, Harry Bush was the name of this stupid bush, and the and the giraffe had a name. Oh, it's the piece of law I always forget. It's not something easy like Giselle the giraffe, like that would make sense, or George. Denise? Was it? No, that was a wig.
Domino's coupon, and...
Brenda was the giraffe. God damn it, Zach.
I think it was like $5 for like a medium 2 topping, so can't go wrong, right? I flipped over my couch cushions, found $5. And olives and onions and cheese.
Denephew. Denise and Denephew.
So,
tell me all
yeah, I'm just gonna dig in.
Yes, good, great.
I don't have dip, but I have some hot sauce, so.
Man, this hair. Up. Big. Bouffant. Love it.
So I said I was going to tell you guys about the time I was a stalker.
The industrial strength air conditioner in the background.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh.
So when I was younger,
Nancy, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Nancy says, Harry Bush, was she projecting? Stop it, Nancy. Thank you for the super chat. No, she just found... look, I love a pun name, so I'm not mad at Harry Bush. I'm not. I do love a pun name.
wait for you guys. When I would crush on a guy, I would crush hard, like I was psycho.
Things that aged really well because they still entirely apply to modern day Chantal. Yes, this.
Like Fatal Attraction. So,
Y'all, what's gonna happen when she turns out that this international romance is a scam that she's fallen for? Like, what's gonna, like, she... Glow up? No. I think she's gonna get real mad.
two of my victims, I think I was about
Hey, Booty.
14.
I'm sorry, did she just refer to people she was stalking as victims? Yes, no, all of this tracks. Through till modern day, yes.
Was living at home, and up the street I had one of my best friends.
Oh god, is this the one where you're telling us about the brothers across the road? Is that this one? I feel like that's this one. Is that this one? Projection. Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Yes. Well, I mean, I think it's less about projection and it's more about, like, character consistency. But, yes.
A lot. And I really liked hanging out at her house because she lived across the street.
Yeah, Lonnie.
From...
There's a couple of steps.
There's two brothers. They were twins.
The twins!
And I had the biggest hots for them. Like, back then I was really big into hair metal. And these two guys were gorgeous. They looked like they were right out of the Cinderella band, you know?
Not my dumbass thinking Disney Cinderella on
Long
ice.
hair, a bit teased.
Yeah, the Cinderella
Denim
band.
galore.
This is, look, chat, if you've been feeling nostalgic and missing out on watching Foodie live streams for the last couple of days, look, I feel ya. It's a change. It's a change that we all have to deal with. It's not necessarily that we miss her, we just miss the convenience of the entertainment being there. But you can just, you can just go back in time. The channel's timeless. It's like we never left 2017.
And they must have had, like, their basement area was like their party jamming session area. And their basement window, we could see it, like, into it, kind of.
It's the many seasons of the Beasons.
Her front porch.
Exactly me. Yeah, Sam, I mean, she tells a lot of stories predicting that her audience is going to think she's really quirky and cool for this, but this story is, like, actual harassment.
She's sitting on her front porch, like, all day long.
Ooh, legs. Good to see you, AC. Hope they're not too sore.
Just keeping tabs on what they were doing, trying to see in, like, listening to their jamming sessions. They were in a local band. And it was a pretty good band, you know? Like alternative rock or whatever.
See, people thinking I was being hyperbolic for her sitting there, like, threatening to follow Dee Dee in her car and all of that stuff. Clearly never watched this.
I've been watching The Shining.
Oh, Kimberly, it comes and goes.
You know the part where that Scatman Crothers guy's like, we got dried apricots, dried prunes, dried... You gotta stay regular if you want to be happy. I'm Danny.
Oh, there's a new community.
I don't want to go there, Mrs. Torrance.
Let me pull it up. Maybe she's watching.
Oh, spicy.
I hope not. I hope she doesn't know it exists. I know that that's not the case, but we can drink.
She was sleeping and I swear she wakes up.
Channel, because otherwise it's hard to find.
Whenever I film. Camera whore, just like her mom. So anyway, I'm feeling generous. I'll give you guys a second bite.
Oh, 13 minutes ago. Ooh, do we want to have a look at it? Hold on. Hold on, I'll pull it up. Let's just get rid of this one. 13 minutes ago, there was a community post. there you go. Finally, they notice bullying. Hello, thank you for reporting videos you find inappropriate. The video that you reported to us on October 14th, 2022 has been removed or restricted from YouTube. Who'd she strike, what, yesterday? Or is that today? I think that's today. Well, today her time, right? The 14th, because it's currently the 15th where I am. Who'd she strike? Who'd she hit? What happened? Who cares? Well, I mean, that one, baby, yes. All right, so we'll be keeping an eye out for, or an ear out rather, for who she struck, which one got taken down, or it might remain a mystery. Who knows? We might have to play the guessing game. Aha. Hold on, let me just check.
Sit there on her porch. Her mom had like a little garden beside with like chives. Out of boredom, she would take a chive and she would take chives.
Can confirm, not me.
Put them through her braces and then look at me. It was so funny. Whenever these two guys would go outside, they had a big husky dog named Chinook.
I think there's a likelihood that it was FFG only, it was between, only because she's been raging out against Just Breeze and FFG. Those are the two. Oh, and Monty, I guess, as well, because of the mess. Mess. Because he was talking about Rena. So there've been three
anytime they would go out to
mentions.
tend to their dog or do something and be like, okay, there they are. We would act like I just said something funny kind of thing, and we would loudly giggle like a bunch of obnoxious freaks.
Maybe we don't know what her new income
These guys must have been in their late 20s, you know?
plans to be. Yeah, that's
living
exactly
at home with their
it.
parents in the basement. Normally people wouldn't find that attractive, but I didn't care. No.
She's a little loud. Well, she's always loud.
So
She is loud. Sorry, clown.
one day a light bulb went on and I thought, how can I get closer to them and, let them know I exist?
God, this is such a gross story.
In my
Enjoy.
delusional head back then, I was like, if they could just notice me, they would fall for me. I have cherry lip gloss. I have cherry lip smacker lip gloss on.
Thanks, C's. It's a cute little cauldron. Because it's a spooky
So one day I was walking by to go home from the store, the mall at the street.
Whiplash asked
And they
an
were
important
outside
question.
because
If she's quit YouTube, why strike channel? She's not quit YouTube. She's not quit YouTube at all. I think she's taking a couple of days off. We probably won't get any recorded pieces of content. She must be going through it, hey. To take so many of your, everyday coping mechanisms away all at once, I can't imagine. I mean, I kind of can, because I did a little bit of that in 2020. But, to take away hours worth of interaction with your chat on live stream, to take away that consistency in revenue, because it's her job, right? And to take away, allegedly, all of the gummy and THC use as well. Man, that's a lot.
I had to pass their house to get to mine. So they were outside, petting the dog or whatever. I was like, oh my god, hi. I was like, your dog is so cute. And they're like, oh, do you want to pet her? She's friendly. So they let me pet the dog. And
Nancy, thank you again for the super chat. Nancy says, I'm confused. Foodie said she was a peace-loving girl and said there was room for everyone. Was that a lie? Her current truth. Depends on what she's wanting to present to her internet audience at any given time, I think. But yeah. Yeah, she changes her mind. She changes her mind. And what she thinks is bullying and harassment and what the actual definitions are is always really quite interesting. But, I mean, whatever. She got lucky with the report, I think. Thank you for the super chat.
after that, they're like, pet her as long as you want, we're going to go inside. And when they said inside, I was like, I used to daydream about what that basement would be like. I would have given anything, to get to hang out in that basement, Even if it smelled like bachelors, I don't care. I would have given anything. But no. I was outside with the dog.
Well, Gecko, I don't think she's stopped smoking either, but I think she's wanting to stop having evidence of participating in all of that. But I think... Oh, Kristen, hello.
So I used Chinook.
Thank you so much for the compliment. It's lovely to see you. I thank you for engaging, and I appreciate all of the lurkers out there. Hello, I see you. Or I don't see you. You see me. I appreciate you being here. Hi.
To them. I think even the dog was getting sick of seeing me. Tried to bite me one day.
I think she and BB were happy.
So I was like, okay, you need to be a bit more bold.
I don't know. The thing is, like, every time she presented BB to the internet, like, it was clear there was discomfort. But like all of the I don't know. She's a known liar, so all of the story times are always a little bit bleh. All I can say, because I don't like talking about people who, you know, don't actively put themselves on the internet. All I can say is I hope BB's out there happy, healthy, and not regretting any past decisions. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
So I started writing love letters. The first few times I forced my friend with the chives to go leave the note like inside the screen door of their house. That was the same friend I forced to put all the cheeseburgers on her tray. So
Hope that wasn't Rena. Is this new or retro? This is retro mods. This is all retro.
So after a while, she
all
grew
retro,
back on and was like, fuck you, I'm not doing this anymore for you, you know?
High five.
So, ow, get off me. So I was forced to give the letters myself. So one day...
If you're just coming in or you haven't been paying attention, there are twins who look like they're in a hair metal band living across the street. Foodie's obsessed with them. Foodie's needing to drop them secret love letters.
Ow! I keep putting her down because she's gonna knock over my drink.
Move the drink. There you go.
Sometimes I keep the cups because they're big, just to use. This is just water.
Sometimes you keep the cups because you don't like taking out rubbish. Phil, hello. Thank you for being here for 21 months, mate. I appreciate it. Lovely to see you and happy weekend. Phil says, hey, Zach and Chat. Glad to catch you live this night. Hope you're having a fabulous evening, Phil. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for catching up.
Stay over there.
For support. Yeah,
So anyway,
it's Baby Sam.
because I'm going over with the
Baby
note.
Sam.
I used to try to write things that made me sound, hey!
What the joy of this period of time is she could have edited all of this out.
No, Tammy.
Made my day.
I used to try to write things that would make me sound like smart or something, you know, older than I was. I used to kiss the letters with like red lipstick. Spray them with my perfume. And at the time I was wearing... Remember the CK1
No, I've never heard of it, actually.
perfume? Anyway, total 90s, baby. As I'm bringing the letter over, this older man...
90s, baby. Were you? Mary, you're an 80s baby. You're talking about dudes looking like they're in hair metal bands. What are you talking about?
comes to the door, as if he was seeing me. He's like, listen, my sons don't have anything to do with
Oh,
you.
Cynthia, welcome. This just turned up in your feed. Hi, my name's Zach. Nice to meet you. We watch an individual. Her name is Chantal. Foodie Beauty. She does stupid stuff on the internet. We sit around and talk about it and have a laugh. So you're welcome. There's a lot of history, but if you're not into that, I get it. It's nice of you to click in and stop by. Hope you have a great weekend.
You know, please do not come around here anymore. And I just remember being so like, my heart, everything sank. I was just like,
Oh, I didn't pin the thing. Oh my
No,
god, I
you know.
am the worst. Jesus.
I was like, I didn't know. I wanted to cry. You know, right then and there, I felt my eyes watering up. So I ran back across the street and get over to her porch and I start bawling.
Have you heard of a mukbang?
I was embarrassed and really sad. I mean,
It's usually my line.
you know. So but my crush was so big, you know, that
Ah.
I thought, okay,
I didn't even think about that, NA. I didn't consider what was happening in Old Mate with the court, and maybe that's got something to do with some of the things being removed. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I don't know how much Chantal's videos and stuff will speak to anything in any of those cases, but maybe.
he told me not to come to the door, but he didn't tell me not to pet the dog, so
Pete's applied for a job, Bugs? Nice! Do you know what job
One
he's
day.
going for? Is it in librarianisms?
at this point my friend's just fed up with me. She's like, you know, you're crazy, what are you doing? I decided to try and pet the dog again. Well, the dog doesn't even like me anymore at this point. So it starts growling when I get closer.
More reasons to dislike Foodie. Yes,
Barking.
Dogs don't trust him.
Now,
That's
one
what
of the
you're saying,
twins
that's it.
came up
That's
because they
credit
must have been in the
to Sam.
basement and heard the barking. And they're like, hey, we told you not to come around here. You know, like, get lost, basically. He was really kind of rude about it. So I was like, oh my god, this is a nightmare. I have no chance now. He doesn't even like me. He needs to try a different Lip Smackers lip gloss. Oh!
Great wait, the people you were stalking said, no, thank you, you can please leave us alone. That's not where the story ends.
I was like, wow, you know? More crying. I don't even know how I eventually got over them. But this is not where it ends. I figure, okay, I burn my bridges. They know me. They don't want me, you know? I was even considering putting on, like, a disguise. And trying to come off as an older, sexy woman and try to seduce them. I was crazy. So I made my poor friend. You know, I probably guilt-tripped her. Probably think I'm such a horrible person.
Imagine being friends with Foodie.
I was desperate. I said, you know, please, can you just go knock at the door? And just ask to talk to them. Just, please. You know, just talk to them for 2 minutes.
Dippin, hello, or LJ, if you prefer. Lovely to see you. Welcome.
And she actually did.
I'm glad you enjoy the content. Thank you.
She actually did it. Like,
we're just catching up with some retro
she went over.
stuff.
I can still picture her. Poor thing. Sheepishly knocking at the door, looking back. Like, no one, you know, no one's answering. And go, just keep knocking. Knocking. Finally, one of the guys comes up. Long hair. I have a weakness for dudes with long
How old is she here? 5 years ago, so she's 33.
hair. Always have, always will.
Everything for people with long hair? Interesting.
I could see them talking. He looked like, you know, kind of annoyed. Like, what the fuck are these kids bugging me for? Like, this, just let me be your groupie.
No. Actively put distance and barriers in the way of stalkers. That's healthy. Do that. I know that sounds sarcastic, but it's not. Just do that. Madonna, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Lovely to see you today. Madonna says, I don't trust people who dogs don't like. Down. 100% yes. So nice to catch you live. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for being here for the live, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Thanks for the support. Sea Smoke as well. Thank you for 3 months. Sea Smoke says, certified bunny boiler. She has always been an obsessive individual. It doesn't matter if it's boys, if it's food, if it's weed, if it's attention, it doesn't matter. Foodie takes an interest. Oh my god, one of my batteries has a dent in it. I can't use that anymore. Shapes only. Foodie takes an interest in something and cranks it up to about 12. Like, it and this is, we can see it happening in the modern era with what's happening with old Mr. Creamy. Yeah, she's an all-in type of gal. Yes.
You know, whatever. I don't know what they said. She comes back over, shuts the door. I'm like, what'd they say? You know? What do you say? She's like, Chantal, you really need to leave them alone. He said to tell you that.
And, like, I'm not a professional. I can't speak to, like, why she's so obsessive over things at all. It's just something that you notice having watched Foodie, once again, for years and years and years. Jamie, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Jamie says, have a great weekend, Zach. I love the ALR stuff, too. Oh, thanks so much, Jamie. I was considering covering her today, but really there was no talk about it. No talk in it. I kind of miss, in all honesty, Jamie, I miss the raw stuff with Ambi, because it was just a lot more interesting than her daily vlogs. I'm not going to lie. Not her daily vlogs, her every second daily vlogs, and her clickbaiting about her weight gain and then saying, oh no, I put on 30 pounds and then dropped 10 or something. Anyway, it's not really important. I think the weight stuff with Amber for me is less interesting if she's not taking me on the health gurney, you know? So the raw stuff's really good because it's just her, like, stupid opinions most of the time, which I just can talk on for days. Like now. Thank you for the super chat, Jamie. Crab apples, hello. Lovely to see you. Happy weekend.
If you come on their property again, they're gonna press charges for trespassing.
Hey, Jen. Yeah, LJ, we call him Mr. Creamy because we call him Mr. Creamy because we didn't know his name to start off with, and then Foodie was raging about how they've got Krispy Kremes in Kuwait, but not in Ottawa, and so the chat collectively came up with Chris P. Cream or Christopher P. Cream, and so we shortened it to Mr. Creamy, which is on brand for Chantal. She's a creamy type of gal.
I don't know if you realized how young I was. I don't know if you realized I was like 14. I think maybe they thought I was a bit older. I don't know if I could have been charged at that age. It might have been my parents. I don't know.
I certainly think that some kind of professional could have told you to please stop stalking and harassing 20-year-olds while you were 14. Yeah. Or maybe your parents. I don't know.
I'm gonna have one more piece.
Goody.
Of course I'm gonna share with Phoebe.
Christopher P. Cream.
Phoebe doesn't really like pizza.
Zans, yes, there are burbs outside. This is the great thing about doing a day stream. Because there are burbs. It's excellent. Except we have kookaburras and butcherbirds because it's spring. They're all like, oh my god, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I can just start screaming. Yes. And laughing. Scream laughing. Relatable. And yes, they can. But it's very noisy.
I don't know, man. I told you. Fatal attraction.
She's a bit bonkers.
I used to get these insane, stupid crushes. Like, I used to have a huge crush, like, obsessive crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Madonna, welcome to Pulpsters. Thank you so much for joining the channel as a member. I appreciate it.
Remember him?
No, Kevin has not come home to roost, Nancy. Not yet. One day, maybe. Jamie, thank you again for the super chat. That's not at all required. You can just tag me, but I appreciate the support. Jamie says, ALR really needs to get back to her roots. I enjoyed your coverage of Amber's Wednesday video so much. I'm so glad you did, Jamie. Yeah, I think there's a lot of content that Amber could be doing that's better, but her life just seems really boring and uneventful. You know? That doesn't mean to be rude. It's just what it is. And she'll get mad if she hears that and say, well, why don't you vlog your life? My life is pretty chill. I'm way more entertaining talking shit about stuff I'm watching on the internet than I am. I mean, I guess there has been chat about the skate stuff, and now that it's warming up again, if this summer isn't as wet as last year, maybe there's something in that. But, like, Amby's got no hobbies apart from sticking Legos together and showing us a grocery haul. Like, she's not an interesting person. We find interest in her life because it's, like, it's interesting for us because we make it interesting as audience members. But, like, what she shows is just dull, boring as heck. And that's why we focus on the health stuff so much, because that's particularly interesting to us in a morbidly curious way, or in a, like, I've never even had to think about that, or, like, I've never had someone who goes through that, or I don't know anybody who's experienced that. But, like, you know, sitting at the counter making a Lego globe for 3 minutes is something literally anyone can do. Not everybody can go through everything else that Amber has.
I had posters all over the walls
of
my basement
yes.
when I was younger. And this is really, 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 I can't believe I'm admitting this in front of thousands of people, but there was this one poster in particular.
Oh, nice crab apples. Opals are great.
And guess where he was looking particularly fine? He was holding a bouquet of roses.
Very interesting. Have you heard of a place called Kookaburra?
I used to pretend I was his girlfriend, and I would make out with the poster, like, for real. My first kiss was with paper.
I am still paying attention to Foodie, I swear. We're not 30 minutes in.
I made out with it so much that the mouth area was starting to fade, like the ink. My mom would get mad. Stop! Stop kissing your posters! You're weird, what are you doing?
Mum should have had a spray bottle. That, down!
I don't know.
Stop kissing the wall.
Like I said, issues.
Yep, unaddressed issues to this day, Chantal. Yes.
But yeah, that was my stalker. Did I stalk anybody else? Because I know I had some insane crushes.
Foreshadowing. Terrible foreshadowing.
Like,
you crush so hard on imaginary people that you've fallen for a scam, I think. Look, people are getting upset not people, sorry. Let me walk this back. There might be a little bit of side-eyeing about me being distrusting of an internet stranger who's promising the world to someone like Chantal. But that's exactly what's going on. I don't care where they're from. I don't care what their name is. I don't care their background, their history, whatever. They are a stranger to all of us on the internet who have come to Foodie presenting all of the solutions to her life's problems. You don't want to live stream anymore? Great, I can take care of the finances. You don't want to be single anymore? Great, I'm open to a relationship. You want to have a partner forever? Great, well, you can't visit me unless we're married. Like, so many of these very convenient solutions to all of Foodie's gripes, issues, and problems have been just presented on a silver platter. Call me cynical, just don't call me late for dinner.
Hours we used to spend just sitting on her porch, trying to figure out the life that's going on in the basement, the life we wish we had.
Oh, Jewel, that sounds great.
That we were the life that we wish we were part of. You know, just wishing we were a bit older.
Sounds great.
And now, I wish I could be young again.
Vink, thank you very much for being here for 20 months. Sorry. Vink says, is it one scam or two scams? Mansion and Q8 guy. Look, the more this goes on, the more I think that the 3-bedroom mansion might be relatively realistic. I'm just really curious because we've stopped talking about the mansion altogether because Foodie's not talking about us. Like, Foodie's not talking to the camera so much anymore. So I think at the end of the day, whatever we think of the situation with the mansion is probably well exaggerated, right? She's probably found a private Lisa who's wanting to rent out their 3-bedroom home. Do I think that the 2 orange cats exist? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, she gave herself a really convenient out on that talking point when she said, oh no, well, it's an option. You know, it's an option for them to be here or, you know, they can go somewhere else. You know, do I think that there's a study that outlooks like a private backyard? Maybe. I mean, we don't really necessarily know too much apart from it's got 3 bedrooms, it's fully furnished, and there are 4 screens in it. And it's somewhere, and she keeps presenting it as a content house, which is, I understand, where people have picked up like the potential of a TV series and blah blah blah. At the end of the day, we won't have to wait that long to see whether or not the mansion arc is true. What, 2 weeks? In 2 weeks' time, we're moving. Yes. So whether or not it is a B&B scam, I think it is more likely that only because of the interactions that she's told us about, like the people not having a real estate agent and just like no discussion of contracts and just giving people money in exchange for mezcal and them being so cool. So there's highly a potential there. But, you know, at the end of the day, life could just be like, lol jokes, you're all too cynical, and Foodie's absolutely getting a mansion for $2,500 a month and definitely has a suitor from Kuwait who has just fallen in love with her. I doubt it, but it could happen.
Never happy. But yeah, so oh my god, excuse me, damn it.
Well, that's
I get shit for editing out burps and farts. I hope you guys know that, eh? So I'm keeping them in because anyway, so that's that. I made a meal plan for the week.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm super doubtful that everything's just going to work out in the end for Foodie, but we'll see. We'll see how she presents it.
I'm going to make cheesy I want to make spicy, cheesy Korean rice cakes. Does anyone know what the sauce is? Like, is it just chili paste?
Okay, well, we can skip over this now because we got through the worst of it. Turns out Foodie has been an obsessive stalker over potential relationship partners for a while. Yes, for a while. We're moving on to I Love My Ex story time. So this is a little bit of reference. This is from 2018. This is a little bit of contextual reference in terms of the relationship with Pete's and how that all works, and just how weird it is to live with an ex for this long and to be moving out with an ex once again. Ooh, the Chantal Show. We really are just burning through all of these rebrands. And hey, we're in a modern day rebrand as well. A rebrand can be just, you know, deleting all of your past content, not doing the thing you're well known for, and that. So, yes, modest and respectful Chantal is the current era.
Hey guys, what is up? So today's video, I'm just gonna start. There we go. Today, you should see my setup. You would love.
Marissa, are you getting the memories?
It's a very rude memory. So, oh hi Sam. Already the cats are barging in. So anyways, I'm gonna start like every video just by telling you what lipstick I'm wearing because so many of you ask, and it's totally fine. You know, it's just I sometimes like don't have time to write in every single comment what lipstick it is. So today's lipstick, and don't mind my summer glistening.
So again, this is when Foodie was presenting herself as a beauty guru. Times are different.
That's not highlighter, that's sweat. So today I'm wearing...
I feel that.
This Milani liquid lipstick, which is awesome. And this is the Amore Matte Lip Cream. I found this under my couch.
Quiet. She's so quiet.
Thank you, Sammy. So yeah, that's what it is. And this is in the shade Precious. Yeah. So...
follow me at The Chantal Show with 2 W's on Twitter. I don't think that Twitter exists anymore, y'all.
Which is Shade 11. So today's video, I'm going to be filming 2 videos separate because they're...
Ambi, she did used to be nice to her viewers, yeah, before she started just chewing them all out. Chantilly Marie Lace. Oh god, that makes me think of Amber. On Instagram. Oh boy. Like I said, chat, if you've walked into Chantal just over the last 2 years being like, I'm just gonna like catch up with these quirky live streams, there's a lot of context.
Different subjects. So the first one I wanted to talk about, so the title is a bit clickbaity, but this is YouTube, so man, it is so hot in here. I need like a better fan. So anyway, so this subject I have touched on many times before, but I wanted to talk about it because I see a lot of comments every time I vlog with Pete about it, so...
I'll give it this, though. At least the background's clean. I need to see that kitchen. I need to see the kitchen. I just want to know what it looks like. And the fridge, specifically inside the fridge.
So the answer to the question...
And the pot. What's happening with Old Blue? I hope Old Blue's going. Well, I hope she's taking Old Blue to the mansion. Those things are worth money.
You know, of the title is, the short answer is yes, of course. Now, I realize it's not really a usual thing that people hang out. Like,
really?
The majority of people find it weird that I hang out with my ex. And I find it weird that people can't be friends with their exes. I find that weird that people find it weird. So yeah, I'm not very usual, and You
are not very usual. Well said.
I guess I like to do things just because other people find it weird. I like to be contrary.
Yeah, she does. She super enjoys the attention of being defiant and kind of going against the grain, I guess is the nicer way of saying it.
And that's how I ended up dating Pete, actually. I actually told you about this probably before, but I met him in a writer's class in high school, and he was bullied, he was picked on.
Oh, there's $60 brand new reality? Oh. For some reason, I was thinking those crock pots are way more expensive. I bought I have one, like a cast iron Dutch oven, that I bought off Amazon. I think it was like $130, which would make sense Australian, I guess. But I always think the painted ceramic ones are more expensive.
He just seemed to ignore it, but it really got to me, and I thought, I'll just, I like to be contrary, so the fact that that all the popular kids didn't like him, I'm like, well, he's
talking for us. Well, Duck Rubber Ducky, I got her at 1.5, so I'll slow her down for you if you want.
probably cool.
Isn't it Crusette?
Because honestly, the popular kids that were mean in high school were very dull.
Hey, Michelle, thanks for the compliment.
They were just pretty much people I wouldn't want to hang out with anyway. So I made friends with him, I chatted it up with him, and he just turned out to be really cool, and I ended up falling in love with his personality, and he's a very, very smart guy, and he has a good sense of humor. We became really good friends.
What happened to that sense of humor? Watching the two of them in years past, that sense of humor that they combined is kind of just like gross. Offensive sometimes.
And at some point, I don't know if it was out of convenience, but we ended up rooming together, and no matter who I dated in between being with him, no matter who I dated being in between with being with him, I ended up always thinking about him and realizing that I was in love with him, and so we...
Oh, so you're saying you were obsessed over someone. Wow. That's 2 for 2, Zach. Well done.
Hooked up.
It's almost like there's a theme with Chantal and her potential life partners.
We were together for like 7 years. Yes, I was really in love with him at one point. Oh, hi, boys! Let's just take a moment to acknowledge Sam.
Yeah, no, that's good, Marissa, but I don't think it's I don't think it's coming from a humorous place. It's just like shade. Which
okay.
Fair.
I was definitely in love with him at some point, and then just I think this is, love is one of the
It's not shady if it's true though.
best reasons for being alive, in my opinion. Love is just like an amazing aspect of life, and it's a gift of life, really.
She's just got those Pinterest quotes.
If you don't love somebody, or you have nobody that loves you, I feel bad because I really do. It's a wonderful thing. So just I don't know if it was just one day I realized, I think, it was declining a bit over time, but I just kind of ignored the signs out of convenience, and the thought didn't even want to enter into my mind because I did love this person as a person, and the last thing I wanted to do was hurt him. And that's still,
Didn't you cheat on him? Sorry. Sorry, so I don't know if she goes into the complexity of their relationship in this in this piece of content, but for those of you who don't know, Foodie cheated on Pete's. Then Chantal was like, this isn't working. And Pete's was like, well, would an open relationship work? Because clearly you're wanting to sleep with other people. And then she said no. And then they continued to be besties. And then they moved back in together. And that's the modern day. And that's weird. That's weird. They were engaged. Sorry, yes, they were engaged. They weren't just dating. They were engaged to be married. Yes. Anyway, she didn't want to hurt him.
I still have a lot of guilt with that to this day. I still really feel really bad. I feel responsible. And because he's still not with somebody, and I know he's lonely, and that's why I feel some guilt, and I like to hang out with him when I can.
Is that what... No, that's not the primary reason that they ended up living together. It was mostly out of convenience, I think. But this is telling me a bit.
But I do like spending time with him, and to just because I didn't have romantic love for him anymore, to completely get rid of this person. He's a wonderful soul. Like, he's a wonderful person, and to not have him as a person in my life anymore just because I don't want to shag him anymore would just seem really tragic. So that is why I am still in touch with him, that I am still good friends with him.
Just thinking about their current living situation.
And no, BB is okay with that. He doesn't mind. He's not he never was a jealous. He is sort of a jealous person. He's an Aries like me, and we are very jealous, but he doesn't express it. He's very mature. He's very... And
the astrology was even back then, yes.
Right from the get-go. Maybe it would have been different if I just, hey, in the middle of our relationship, I'm still hanging out with my ex. But I told him about that before we started dating. I said, I'm still really good friends with my ex. I hope you can respect that. He has girlfriends, that are really nice that we do things with. I don't know. I used to be really jealous and insecure, but now I'm just, with love and relationships, I've learned to just go with the flow, and right now as it is, I'm still in love with BB. I'm assuming he's still in love with me.
What a weird question. They didn't break up until 2020. This was 3 years before that.
And we just don't like to put our relationship public. I'm sure you can understand why. It's a no-brainer, but if something happens in the future, I'm just gonna go with the flow with life. I'm just gonna ride the wave. You know what I'm saying?
And then just crash.
I'm more miserable if I cry over spilled milk. And my grandma.
There are some old mate era streams that actually, that's true.
Mother's really like that. I don't want to be like that. She dwells on things and has a lot of regret. I won't disagree that one of the most tragic things in life is falling out of love. It is very, very tragic.
Didn't you cheat on BB as well? Was that... Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
And whenever I realized and admitted to myself that that's what happened with Pete, I was probably... I was so heartbroken. I was heartbroken that I had to break his heart. And I'll never forget doing that, like breaking up with him. It was so hard. Because I was pretty much just like...
No, it wasn't. You cheated on him. And then that's how everything came to... You have never really been all that mature in any of your relationships, Chantal. You haven't been able to, like, sit down and talk things out. Be like, maybe we should take a break. Maybe we should just, like, chill for a little bit. Maybe we should, like, speak to someone if you're 7 years into a relationship and things aren't working. Like, there's not a lot of that, like, sit down, honest, face-to-face discussion with you, it seems. It's just kind of ignore the problems and then cheat on your partners. That seems to be your coping mechanism.
I was weird. Like,
very weird.
I'm breaking up with you. I'm not... I just said everything. I said I'm not in love with you anymore. And I'm in love with someone else. It was very wrong of me to have started talking with BB before breaking up with him. But
there it is.
But I thought... Many times Pete would tell me, even if you don't love me anymore, I don't know, maybe he sensed it was coming, but he said, even if you don't love me anymore and you wanted to see someone else, I would be totally cool with that. I would be cool with you having different lovers to make you happy. And and I just felt like, but I can't be in a relationship with someone I'm not in love with. And I don't think BB would like that, So I think that it was very wrong of me to do that.
So respectful and modest, BBJs. Yes, respectful and modest.
To sneak around and talk to BB for like 2 weeks. And and I did fall in love with him in that short amount of time, by the way. It just like clicked, you know? And I just think that I should have broken up with him first, and I definitely...
See, and now we have like prior relationships being developed in very short amounts of time. It's all on Foodie.
Learn from that. It's always better to be honest, because, you know, there have been times in my life where I was dishonest, especially with myself more than anyone else.
That might be true, but let's just put a little asterisk there and say you're very dishonest with your internet audience as well.
And I'm just learning that it just feels better to just be honest about things, about how you're feeling, regardless of how people are going to react to them. So
yeah, Nidhi, I think so as well. And it doesn't help that she legitimately obsesses over the attention that other people give her.
That's what I'm really trying hard to implement in my life. And
which is why I would argue, like, if Mr. Creamy wasn't in the picture, Foodie would absolutely be just continuing to live stream every day. The only reason why she stopped live streaming is because she found someone who could give her the attention that her chat normally would. That's it.
I should...
Even better that there's potential romance there. Even better that, you know, all of those manipulative, like, boxes have been ticked. So, yeah, Chantal doesn't need YouTube anymore. It's going to be weird when next month's pay cycle hits, but...
I have done that, ending my relationship with Pete, absolutely. And so I did admit to him that I was talking with Foodie.
And nada.
So, yeah, and I was in love with him. And I was, you know, going to be with him. So that's the story. I think that no matter who I'm dating in life, you know, I won't date somebody. I mean, not like I'm anticipating breaking up with BB, but like no matter who I'm with in life, they have to be okay with me being friends with him, because he is a special person in my life. We have a lot of fun together.
So is Mr. Creamy okay with you being friends with and living with Pete's? Planning to move out with Pete's? Is that an okay thing? I assume
but
it's
there's
okay.
not ever a time where I feel sexually attracted to him, or where I feel that there's any love that could be rekindled. I don't feel that at all. It's hard to, when I'm with him, it's hard to believe that we were ever in such a loving relationship for 7 years. But
again, this is what happens when you don't live in reality sometimes. Like, you build the relationships with other people up in your head to the point where, like, that's not actually the reality. Which is sad, but people do it.
it's just like a spell.
It's just like if you're... Jesus. Would you say you were under his spell?
Just wore off, you know? And it's not something you can control, and it's very, very tragic when that happens. So I just wanted to explain that. There's a big difference between loving somebody, you love your mother, you love your father.
And the promise of income, apparently.
You love, or maybe you don't, I don't know. You love things in life. We're here to love, and, you know, I definitely love Pete as a person. Pete is his nickname. His real name is Jamie. I definitely love him.
Wait, did he go by Jamie or was it James? I thought it was James.
As a person, and
his preferred name was James.
And I don't think that will ever stop, because he's a really dear friend of mine. And I think that this whole breakup, you know, was a good thing. We are very good friends, and there's nothing more to it.
Okie dokie. Great, that's the end of that one. We're going to move on to the next one. Boy, howdy, doing these retros is always really fun. Hindsight, 2020. All right, time to get a move on into some mukbang story time. So if you're here to watch Chantal put food in her face...
Hey guys, hey. Welcome to another video. No, I'm not quitting YouTube. I think you all knew that. So, oh shit, can't even see what I'm doing. I'm not, giving up on trying again.
Mum calls him Jamie, preferred name is James. That's what I thought.
But... I'm off the wagon right now, so it is what it is. Like I said in my community post, when I'm doing bad, you're going to see binges. When I'm doing well, you're going to see that.
All right, now it's this era of Chantal that really got me and my, like, diet game together. So, if you're meal prepping out there, if you're counting your calories, if you're doing your records, if you're hitting the gym, if you're just taking your, you know, your lifestyle seriously, this is always good to have on in the background, for me, at least.
And, you know, I reached out, I'm getting help, so that's all I can do. Right now, just want you to eat with me.
That's Jermaine.
And,
Lily, hello.
Yeah, so that's it. So, and I will be leaving
She looks pale. She's wearing a foundation that is not at all flat.
comments on, like I said. I'm just going to pretty much ignore most of the comments, and,
oh, and the white balance in all of this is bad.
yeah, for those of you who are Foodie Beauty fans, thank you for leaving your kind comments.
Oh, you're meal prepping now, Nat? What do you make?
That's all I can do. Just like me, I have to take the good with the bad and whatever. So,
Pogos.
You know, it does just get too much sometimes, which is why I was like, you know what, screw this, it's not worth it, but it is worth it. Eat a bite.
Do you mean the pogos are worth it? These sad frozen pogos.
And I do want to try again eventually at eating plant-based.
Sorry, when did you try the first time? Because that was a lie. What are you talking about? These chicken nuggets are totally vegan.
I'm gonna try as many times as it takes.
Classic.
So I'm dipping them in like a spicy mustard. I didn't ask for deep fried pickles. They gave me some. I asked for a side of pickles, like normal pickles.
Is this like the donuts in the McDonald's bag?
I guess they figured deep fried pickles. And I got an Italian poutine. I'll show you what that's like after a minute.
Oh, wow. Deep fried sausages, pickled goods, and poutine. This is Foodie's brand. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. This is Foodie's brand.
There's no dip for the pickles, so I'm not really too eager to eat them. So I may not.
For those of you who don't know, Foodie's also a saucy gal. Yes. Ooh, Zubat, what are you making for breakfast tomorrow? I don't think I've got anything. I actually started using... Okay, chat. I know I'm about to go off on a small tangent, so my apologies. But I bought egg whites for the first time. It's not that I don't trust egg whites. It's just that I feel for the money that you're spending, you're better off just getting a dozen eggs and finding a use for the yolks. But I always end up with like a heap of yolks that I just don't use because I just don't have any, like I don't make hollandaise, I don't make custard at the moment, like I just end up not using them. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy some egg whites and just flesh out some stuff. It was pretty good. It was okay. I still think just separating eggs is a better way of doing it. Because like, it was like $5 for like half a liter of egg whites. And it was convenient, sure, but I don't think it was worth it. I don't know if I had a point there. Well, egg whites are good because it helped flesh out everything. I made like a egg scramble with tuna and asparagus after gym last night because I was just real hungry. And needed some food.
Anyways.
Oh, nothing's wrong with eating yolks, Kay. It's just that I had like 3 egg yolks already, but I needed more. And I didn't want to use all the yolks. And the yolks are kind of like where your calories are, so if you're watching calories, you can make like egg white omelets or egg white scrambles and stuff without the yolk.
You hear that? Sometimes our toilet backs up for like no reason. So I just wanted to say, there's an event going on tonight.
Ooh.
On Zachary Michael's channel.
Okay. Chat, I didn't watch any of these before starting out, so this is all coinky dink.
Called AmberCon.
Oh. Yep.
They won last year. They talked a lot of shit about me too. But it's basically all of the people who talk about her for a living.
Alright. Has Amber taken the crown back?
Getting together and ganging up and talking about her, and probably me too. I hope they talk well about her, because she doesn't deserve, like, she's trying. She's got a lot of issues like I have, and that's why I got her back, because I know we had our thing.
Oh, this is back when you were friends. Got it.
In the past, but we do talk a lot now, and we've become good friends, and I don't think she deserves the hate that she gets, and I think that it's gross, and I think that the whole AmberCon, making a whole event for over 1,000 people to watch, and just like,
man, those numbers certainly have have jumped for girl world, huh? Damn.
Bully her is just really gross, and you can say it's not bullying, but even just making an event about somebody, it does.
Oh, sorry, Bolter. There's birds literally outside of mine. Yes.
Tell you, it bothers her. And
oh, Cracula, thank you for the reminder, chat. While you're here, if you'd like to hit the like button, the worst YouTuber, I always forget. I very much appreciate it. Please and thank you.
And it could derail her progress. So why do it? You know what I mean? Like, why do that when she's trying? If you're gonna talk about her, talk good about her. And you know,
talk well.
Last AmberCon, somebody made a comment that, well, you eat in your car for a living. Yeah, well, you can't talk because you talk shit about other people every single video for your living. So I'd rather eat pizza.
Yeah, we all make choices. Sorry. Ambi Stan number 1768.
It's in my car. Anyway.
It's aged very well, Craig.
I just wanted to put my 2 cents out on that. I know that all the trolls and haters are going to flock over here and leave their 2 cents on it as well. I don't care. That's my opinion, and it will always be my opinion.
That Ambi can do no wrong. Okay.
Amberlynn is just another person going through a really tough time, trying to find her way. Let's try this. Not bad. I want my poutine. So this is what we call an Italian poutine. It's a poutine.
Air fried chicken. Actually, I'm not going to air fry my chicken breast for meal prep today. I'm going to do a chicken breast and broccoli stir fry. That's what I'm going to do. You enjoy your poutine, ma'am.
It's not poutine, people. You English people say that it's poutine. No. The French way is poutine.
There it is. Look, I have confirmation by a Canadian resident themselves that this is how we pronounce it.
Poutine. It's not poutine, people. You English people say that it's poutine. No. The French way is poutine. Okay?
One more time, just for everybody in the back.
Say that it's poutine. No. The French way is poutine.
See, there's an S in it. I knew I was right. Very good. Thanks, Foodie. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay.
This is not correct, Marissa. Poutine. That's what it is.
It has like a meat sauce
Jesus.
with curds and French fries.
And it's enough for a family of 4.
And I'm gonna put some of this Clubhouse seasoning on it. See how that tastes. So I'm gonna tell you a story time. Okay, and then yeah, that's enough of the drama for me. Yeah, but I want to tell you a story time about. It's an embarrassing fart story, so get ready. Anyway, this was about the time when I had just broken up with Pete, and we were separating, and I was like kind of in my going out and being a hoe stage. So I did.
There's a reason why they call it sodiums. Yes.
No, I didn't meet BB yet. This was before meeting BB. Right before meeting BB. I know this has a bit of salt in it, but
Thanks,
really
Shima.
good. Anyway, it's roasted garlic and pepper.
Ali, thank you for being here for 5 months, mate. I appreciate it. Ali says, what a long, strange road it's been. Dude!
So this guy, so I was going out to this club that's not even...
Again, I have a fondness for this era's worth of content because it was like, yeah, this is when I was like really strict on calories, when I was counting literally everything, when I was like really hyper-focused on it, which wasn't a good thing in the end because even though I taught myself how to eat again, it didn't result in like the best mental like state towards the end, which is why I had to revert on some stuff. But I do have a fondness for this because I just remember the year is 2020. I have not a lot to do. Let me find an internet rabbit hole to like stuff myself down into. Who is Amberlynn Reed and who is Foodie Beauty? And oh my god, don't let me ever do this.
In my hometown, bars open and close like every other week. Okay, so this was like at a strip club, turned into like a dance club, and I remember the song that was playing. It was that
Hey Holly
S&M song by Rihanna. You know the S-S-S-N-M-M-M. That one. So I remember going in and looking
yes, the iconic S&M
up on the dance floor, which was like, yeah, they had like an elevated dance floor.
If only there were footage.
And there was this really beautiful man, dark skin, and he was with like a bunch of girls. And I was like, oh, I really want to talk to him. I wonder if he's with somebody. So I'm on the dance floor. I'm dancing like closer to him. You know how you kind of like do that? Just like try to get closer and closer.
Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, one more time.
I like it, come on.
So then...
Foodie doing the Cornwall shuffle. I live.
Finally, I got his attention and he was like, how are you doing? And I was really kind of a quiet kind of guy. So we started talking and found out that he was with a girl, but not really. Like, it wasn't his girlfriend or anything.
I need to know the dances that Foodie does. The lasso. He's gonna do the lawnmower.
Birthday, and she had invited him along, probably hoping to hook up with him or something.
Oh, I live.
And she was jealous because she would keep coming around and be like, who's this? You know, she was like really loud and boisterous. And would like dance on him and stuff.
It's a look. It's a dance
So I was like-
body, surely. You all don't have regional shuffles.
I don't know. I got the feeling that he was into me, and it turned out he was from Ottawa.
Actually, she probably vogues.
He worked at like a car dealership, and
She probably tries to
he had some place
vogue.
in Ottawa.
Change the light bulb. Yes.
Water.
Oh yeah.
So eventually I got to the point
Pretzel
like,
is probably a little bit like the big boy bouncer exercise video we got.
where
Probably a little bit like that. Yes.
we kind of started making out, like kissing, and
Tractor
the girl was so
Motown.
mad. But anyway, I got his number, he got my number, and I was like, do you want to go out to the car and talk, you know? And he was like, okay. I'm going to try to calm her down, because it was her birthday. I mean, kind of a crappy move on my part, but... I mean...
Sorry, so the long and short of it, you're talking to a dude whose partner was there, right? Who was celebrating her birthday? Is that what I'm getting from this?
Technically, they weren't together, you know?
Oh.
He was just like kind of a friend tagging along, but she probably had hopes, you know? And maybe he wasn't interested in her that way, you know?
Yeah, maybe he was married, maybe he wasn't. Who knows? That's the vibe
Where's the
I'm
guy who was
getting.
counting how many times I said you know? I say it a lot in this video. So, anywho. So, I'm like,
Sam, we've got that clip. We've got,
okay, he was going to calm her down.
We've got, remember Foodie in the party dress? The ombre red and gold, where she, and the wig, and she's... There's a clip of your nightmare that already exists. It's fine. It's just not in a club, it's in Foodie's bedroom.
I was going to go wait in the car for him. Because if he told her he was sneaking out or whatever, she may
See if
well
I can
have punched me in
find
the
it
face.
for everyone.
So, I go to my car. I wasn't drinking because I had my car. So I wasn't drinking that night. But, go to my car and wait for him. And I was like, I had to fart really bad. Like, really bad. And I was like, oh my god, you know.
Not that one.
I didn't even have the thought, step out of your car and fart. And it was pretty cold. It was winter, so all my windows were rolled up. And I had the car running. And I'm like, I could sneak, you know. I have an air freshener in my car, the Febreze ones. They work pretty well. I could sneak a fart. It probably won't even smell that bad. And it will be dissipated by the time he gets in here. Well, I should have cracked a window
If
because
I find it.
I let it go. And it smelled bad. Really bad.
You've seen it, BB?
Of course,
Good.
Murphy's Law, right?
Oh, Sam doesn't want to see it. Okay, it's fine.
It was like one of those really bad eggy ones that linger. They like cling to you and don't let go. So
Oh, there it is.
So anyway, then
Let me get some let me get some music.
So then, of
up
course,
here.
I'm sitting there.
Sam, what music do you think? Club music, dance,
The
techno.
door opens. The
Right,
passenger door
house.
opens. Oh my god. I'm like, oh no, it still smells in here. And the heater made things worse.
Electronic,
I wasn't ready for that one.
dance and electronic.
So he gets in. He sits down. And I was like, oh my god, you know, I wonder what's gonna happen. I'm watching his face closely. Sure enough, his face was just kind of like, he looked a bit disgusted. But then he probably realized in his head, like, okay, I better not say anything. I don't know. So I was like, so I tried to, like, I'm like, oh, man, my car kind of smells. I think there's like an old, like, I don't know, there might be like an old sandwich somewhere in the car for my lunch or something. So, anyway, it didn't deter him because we started a affair of sorts. I guess we started, it was the kind of hookup where it's like, go to his house. It's like the no kissing kind of hookup, so it really was meaningless. So when I met BB, it was romantic and there was emotion and feeling involved, so I was like ready to just give up this fling. Like Phoebe was seeing, like having a fling as well whenever we met each other, so we both kept seeing our fling for a short period of time after that, but
it's exactly as bad as you thought, Sam. Yeah, you're welcome. By the way, shout out to Obviously. I played a little bit of that clip there from the Memorial Day dance by Foodie Beauty. Once again, make sure that you share the love. Visit other channels, compilation channels, clip show channels. Give them a like, give them a view, give them a follow. Thank you, Obviously, for putting that out on the internet. Amelie, hello. Thank you for being here for 10 months, mate. I appreciate it. Amelie says, just home from a night out. I'm so happy you're live right now. I hope you had a fabulous night out, Amelie, and I hope you enjoy the shenanigans. Maybe don't rewind to like 5 minutes. All right, cool. Back to Poutines. Oh, and the song was
we eventually
Will to
officially
Power by
we're official.
Hateful.
You know, like there comes a point in your relationship where you have to officially declare it. So like, you
library.
have to ask, are we official now, or you know, can I keep going up to Ottawa and seeing this guy? So
yes, that was addressed. Yes,
we became official. We had to say,
thank you for the super sticker and the support. Appreciate it.
And that was that, you know. And but yeah, so I used to go up after work. I worked till like midnight when I was working. I would drive up after work just to go to this guy's house, and he would barely talk. I'd go there, we'd get down to business. I remember always going to the bathroom when I would get there, and I remember there's a big picture of Elvis in his bathroom, and I remember just looking at that thinking, Elvis, what the hell am I doing here?
PWR.
I'm just like, I never had any toilet paper. God, I was so like, you know, and
still not convinced she has
I
toilet
didn't
paper.
really enjoy it that much, actually, so it was kind of like, whatever. I did, but I didn't. I think I liked more the thrill of the idea of it, you know what I mean?
Kimmy, hello. Yes, welcome to a retro. She's talking about a story about how she's hooking up with a guy at a Canadian club, but the guy might have been there with a girl, and that might have been a date or it might not have been a date. Yeah.
Remember one time the royal wedding was playing on TV, and he was like, so I'm like, so do you want to like get started? And he's like, well, can we watch a bit of the royal wedding? And we just sat there like in silence watching, like pretending to give a shit, you know? Good thing was he always gave me gas money, because it would be like, you know, at least $30. So he'd always give me like $40. Because a lot of the time he would message me and be like, do you want to come up tonight? And I'd be like, oh, you know, like it's a far drive, it's like an hour and a half, and I don't have much gas money because
She drives all over Canada for the boys.
I didn't have a great job at that time.
Let's hear it for the boys.
Well, it was pretty high paying for the time
I am in the mood to dance.
for the area I lived in, actually.
I definitely need to skate today.
Yeah, I don't miss the dating days when you have to like worry about watching farts and being careful about farts and going to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, I would have to, if I had to go to the bathroom because I have IBS, I would have to leave that guy's apartment because he had never had toilet paper and he didn't have a fan in the bathroom, so I'm not going to go, like, you know, if I can help it. And I would go to the McDonald's like right across the street and I would go to the bathroom. But that's like something I like really love about being with Phoebe for so long, is that we don't care about that anymore.
I don't need to hear about your stinky farts while you eat this poutine. Thank you, ma'am. You can
Like,
keep
you know?
that to yourself.
I have a friend who has been with her husband for like 12 years and she still doesn't fart in front of him.
You know, like when you're in like company, you can just politely excuse yourself if you need to like let it rip, Mary.
That's an abusive relationship.
That's not what that is. That's not what that is at
I'm
all.
kidding. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. She's like, he would be so disgusted. Maybe he wouldn't. You're just self-conscious about it. I don't know. Everyone does it. And it's kind of funny.
Yeah, everybody poops, everybody farts. It's not really all that funny, and you don't need to like do it in an enclosed space so that you offend the other person. Look, just don't take etiquette advice from this individual right here, is all I'm saying. Just, you know, think for yourselves.
Anyway, I need to get back on track. I know this.
Didn't really happen.
None of the fruit is ripe. People were wondering what I was going to do with the fruit. I'm going to eat it. But it's not even ripe yet.
Is this when you bought... No, I think you bought that tray of unripe mangoes in the middle of Canadian winter much, much later than this.
So maybe once it's ripe.
This camera is so out of focus. Or greasy. One of the two. It's hurting my brain.
Anyway. So that was my little lame story time. If you want to know more about my whole days...
Floating, is that the Let It Rip reference? Yes, because I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let me know.
She really ate it all. She did. She sat here and ate half a bite full of pickle. She ate those 2 pogos and an entire bucket of poutine. Yes, you're right. Jen, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Jen says, don't you think she looked much heavier then? People are saying that she weighs more now. Is it just me or filters? Jen, I mean, that's a good talking point. You know me, I don't really talk about the physicality all that much. From a narrative standpoint, I know that while Foodie was abusing substances and Ozempic, with the side of Ozempic, that she was losing weight. Like, I acknowledge that. When it comes down to the filters, I think that they're doing a lot more to make her seem look healthier, than anything else. Like, yeah, there's definitely some slimming going on. My God, just check her Well, you can't check her Instagram out anymore. Wow. But if you'd have seen all of those filtered pictures, there's a lot going on there. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much. But I think that Foodie from, 5 years ago, it was probably feeling less of the health detriments of being super morbidly obese than what modern Foodie is. Again, I don't really talk about the physicality all that much, but in one of the last live streams she did with Not So Auntie Fun Times, where she was walking around the mall, she had the camera pointed down at her torso, and I'm not convinced that her liver isn't trying to push its way out of her abdomen. Like, it is quite scary to look down and be like, that's a bodily organ that's 4 times the size it should be, and it looks like it's pressing against your skin. That's weird and probably unhealthy. But thank you for the super chat, Jen. I mean, there's not much you can do at this point in time. Foodie got diagnosed with severe extreme non-alcoholic fatty liver disease at this point a while ago, and has changed legitimately nothing. So what do? Just keep watching. Yeah, baby, her Insta's been wiped. There's nothing up on her Twitch at the moment. I wonder if her Twitter still exists. Maybe. I don't know.
That's a Twitter.
BB, and that's the conversation that I've been having. People are like, oh, Zach, you're making assumptions on this guy. No, I'm not. I'm telling you that this is what a manipulator is going to do. To target someone and say, I'll look after everything, baby. I just want you to be safe. You don't need to go through all of this. Why do you put up with the hate and the bad words? And why do you listen to people? You know what you should do? Just let me take care of you. Just delete your social media. Just wipe yourself off of the internet. And maybe you shouldn't do live streams anymore. Maybe just recorded content. But you shouldn't listen to what people have to say. Turn off the comments. Don't listen to anybody but me. This dude is legitimately isolating her from any form of, even if it's an unhealthy support network. This dude's isolating Foodie, and that's why it's manipulative, because you can legitimately just see the steps. I'm not saying that that's the conversation that's being had, but it's the feeling that I get, right? This person is isolating Foodie away from her current support networks, and in turn, there will be a reliance. The reliance is already attention-based, right? But if he's promising her the world in terms of travel and money, and I'll buy a ticket, and it would it surprise anyone if Foodie just turned up in Kuwait in 2 days time, and does a piece of recorded content from there? No. Would it raise all of the alarm bells and red flags for me? Absolutely, because suddenly Foodie's not in her home, doesn't have anybody to assist with, doesn't have anybody to go to if things turn bad. She doesn't know this person. Deleting all of the social media, not being on the live stream. Reminder that this is the person who sat outside of old mate's house and had her chat call the police to collect her things. What is she going to do on the other side of the planet when she doesn't have people to do things for her? Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I only talk about that because, like, seeing that manipulation from someone on the internet, like, it's not so behind the scenes that it isn't very apparent. But that's just me and my cynical brain. Who knows? He could turn out to be Prince Charming. Or he could turn out to be a dangerous individual. We don't know him. We don't know him. But what I do know is the signs of manipulation and isolation, and that's what modern day looks like. Yes. Good night, Lizzie. Have a good one.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be going for brunch with my grandmother. And I'm going to tell her, like, this is the last brunch I'm going to be going to for a while.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it would be shocking if she just suddenly turned up in Kuwait, but the way that she's been talking about it, it wouldn't be entirely implausible. I would just be side-eyeing the individual who flew her there.
It's getting out of the habit of, those things, like I have routines that
it definitely
are really enjoyable for me. So, like,
yes.
going out to lunch with my grams, and going out for supper with Pete's on Wednesdays. And I can't get out of that all or nothing mentality. Like, I can't get out of that mentality. Like, people will say, well, you can go out to eat.
Yeah, wasted. I'm not saying anything about, like, Foodie's efforts and energy and all of this. Foodie's making her own choices, and that's it. But at the end of the day, if it all turns out to be someone who's been manipulating Foodie to get resources, money, whatever, I just won't be surprised.
Have something healthy. But
Foodie's, like, relationships in the past have always come across, well, especially recently, have always come across quite, like, curious, dangerous, like, and she does nothing to put herself into a safe space. But at the end of the day, I'm here to talk about, like, everything that's going on, not just Foodie's actions on it all, especially when she presents it as such, I
can't. Like, it's a trigger for me. Like, I feel like in my mind, my warped mind, that if I have anything at the restaurant, my whole progress is derailed. I may as well go off the deep end. And here I am. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just can't seem to do that. Get out of that mentality. It's so frustrating. Anyway, I know that the eating disorder clinic will help me with that. And,
I think at the end of the day as well, like, I'm trying to apply my own logic to the situation because I see it and it's just like, I don't understand how two people with what seems to be nothing in common have suddenly fallen in love and, need to fly and see one another. And it's not like these people, like when she presented people who were traveling through Canada, she was like, oh yeah, well, he lives in Montreal, but he visits Toronto all the time, or he lives in another country, but is in Canada for work all the time. That all kind of made sense in my brain, because I was like, okay, well, if Foodie's telling the truth, then these individuals are in Canada, and so Foodie's meeting up with them while they're here for work or holidays, or while they're studying here or whatever. All of that made sense. But to international bees to this level, it's like, well, what's the point? You've never traveled there. They don't travel regularly to Canada, and now all of a sudden you're just going to find yourself in a country you've never been to, don't know anybody in, and it's just a big case of the owners.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Happy time soon, Sasha. All right, that's the end of that one. We're going to move on to the next stream. Jen, thank you again for the super chat. Jen says, I didn't mean to focus on the weight. I was just making an observation that I think she seems less heavy than she was. Oh, no, you don't need to apologize, Jen. No. It's totally okay. When I say I don't, like, focus on the physicality so much with Chantal, it's only because, like, it in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. If we were to, like, reflect on Foodie and the changes that she's presented visually on channel, I would say, I don't know really. Like, I only really like to talk about the health, but physically, I mean, as we age, being super morbidly obese and being morbidly obese myself in the past, I know that, like, every year it just feels harder if, like, as you're not addressing it. So yeah, with Foodie, I just feel like it's kind of a health thing. It sounds really basic for me to say. Thank you again for the super chat. You can just tag me though, it's okay. But no need to apologize. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. The next one's entitled Spicy Crispy Chicken and Crab Sushi Mukbang and Storytime. Excellent. Another Storytime. Look at me being prepared.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Vlog Vlogtober from 2 years ago, back when there was effort. Well, back when Foodie was still live streaming. Creating content.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Hey guys, I'll get to my video in a minute. But before...
Teamy era! So for those of you who don't know, Chantal was involved in an MLM kind of on the side for a minute. Those of you who are calling for an MLM arc now may not be familiar. So her mum often gifts her Sensi. So that's an involvement. And she had a teamy thing going on. So she, in the description of this, she even says, every morning I wake up with a cup full of teamy. It really helps with my bloating and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she was trying to do all of this here. So just FYI. Oh my God, Kimberly, yes, it was 3 years ago. Me thinking it's 2021. 3 years ago.
I'd like to show you how to make a quick, easy, and delicious chai latte using Teamy's new chai blend. Here are the ingredients that are in the tea.
Contains plant-based caffeine. Excellent. Ingredients: black teas, ginger, cinnamon, black pepper, cardamom, cloves, and star anise. I mean, I'll take it all except for the black pepper. Not in my tea, thank you very much.
So let's get to. First, add a Teamy tea bag to a teacup of your choice.
What is this? What did I do?
Next, add boiling water and let steep for 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, Holly, thank you for the note. It's laxatives. It turns out all this tea is designed to do is make you shit your brains out. Darkest shade of Julia, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Julia says, hi Zach, thank you for being adorable and hilarious. Thank you for the compliment and thank you for being here and supporting the shenanigans, Julia. I appreciate it. Helping me finish my last semester of my bachelor's. Oh mate, congratulations, good luck. So happy to catch you live. Love you. Love right back, Julia. Best of luck with finishing off the degree. I hope it goes smoothly and all of your subjects are enjoyable. And I'm just noticing that I'm very quiet. I'm so sorry. It's been a long stream for me to be this quiet. Thank you for the support, mate, and best of luck in your graduations. AC, I don't think that's how the medicine works. If you poop, you can't overeat. I feel like if you poop, you're just making room for more.
Not only the sweetener of choice, I'm using honey, and a milk of choice, I'm using coconut milk.
Oh, this must taste terrible. Like, I understand sweetening it up, but she's got a herbal tea with fucking black pepper, star anise, and some other bullshit. She's gonna add honey and coconut cream. Milk? Coconut milk. Cream? Milk. Milk. This is too much. It's too much. Too many flavors. Oh, God. Was it cream? It looks like cream. That doesn't look like coconut milk. No, coconut water is the one I'm thinking of. It's definitely coconut milk. Shut up, Zach.
Add a dust of cinnamon.
A dust? That's a teaspoon of... Jesus Christ, this looks terrible. Oh, God, no. No, this does not look good.
And there you have it. A delicious, quick, and easy chai latte.
No. Go to teamyblends.com and use the code BIG50 at checkout to get 50% off of a $100 purchase. Or check out the description for my other discount codes you can use. Oh, God. I kind of missed this level. This is Big 50. I kind of missed this level of, like, I want to be an influencer so bad. Because now we're only getting it in the voice, right? Just all of this. Oh, what a mess. Oh, God. The past was so much better for Foodie. I wonder if the code still works. Maybe. I have no idea. I don't support Teamy, by the way. Please feel free not to purchase from them.
Hey, Foodie Beauties. Hey.
Hey. Car tray mukbang.
Hi. Foodie Beauties. All right. So today I have...
I don't think Arcadian's going to appreciate that tea at all, Lottie. No.
For the occasion, I put on my... my eyeshadow is in the shade Sushi Flower from MAC. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So let me get set up. Let's get to. I apologize if some of my head is cut off. So yummy, yum, yum. Here is my sushi.
I mean, you could just angle the camera upwards. It's really not that hard.
So I got, this is crunchy chicken roll, and this is spicy crab roll.
Right.
Now, I'm the kind of person, when it comes to sushi, I don't like the ones with fish, really, unless it's, like, cooked.
You're missing out, mate.
I'm just going to put, a bit of soy sauce over top, because it's going to be too messy to... But I'm just one of those people.
Do you know what? I love sushi. Do you know what I love even more? The convenience of not having to make sushi and literally just making a rice bowl. So good.
That likes, like, fake sushi. Well, sushi just means with rice, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't like sashimi and their spicy sauce. Yum. It's really good. All right. It just smells like sriracha. And I just
Probably sriracha and Kewpie mayonnaise, yeah.
got a bottle of water, so let's eat. I have a song in my head, like, you know how I feed Sam churros, his treat? Well, there's a Peter Frampton song that goes, do you feel like I do? So I sing it to Sam and go, do you want a churro? I know I'm weird. Okay.
So quirky.
So let's try spicy. Let's dip it.
Alright, Miss Big 50 over here. Ali, thank you for the super chat. Ali says, shout out to the iconic hard TV tray table. She's still got it as well. Bonkers. She's still got it. It's in the back seat of the Kia, which is almost broken down. Definitely almost broken down. I still can't believe, chat, for those of you, for a little bit, hey Hot Wasabi, good to see you. For a little bit of context, Chantel's still missing the front bumper off her Kia, right? Like, it's just gone. It's just not there. So strange. I wonder if she's going to try and, like, sell her Kia to the wreckers or something so she can pay it off before moving to Kuwait.
I love the sushi place.
What do you mean, what? Yeah, she's missing the front bumper.
So I thought I'd tell you guys about... Now, not
Lost to a road curb. Well, yeah, 100% Havisham. It's just not there.
everybody is lovers. But I've been on some dates. Some horrible dates. And this is one of them. So...
It's all of those curbs that just come out of nowhere. When? I don't know, but it was way back when... I think it was the last time she went to Orange Julep. That's not when it came off. But, like, she showed the bumper, like the area where the bumper should have been, and it's just not there. And then offhandedly makes a joke about curbs and speed bumps.
Most of these guys I met online, and which meeting, online dating, there's a lot of bad ones, but there's also some good ones.
She might have, but I remember she took a chunk out of it.
But there's a lot of bad ones.
It was just missing.
I met BB on online dating, so I can't really knock it. And I mean, where else are you going to meet people? A bar where they're drunk? A metro? Like, it's more likely you're going to meet someone online nowadays, right? Well, anyway.
Hi, Bobby. Hi from Brisbane. I hope you're having a great day.
Oh, whoa.
Llama, this is old. We're doing retros today.
Sorry.
Neon says, last time she was with the Auntie Not So Fun Times, I think the car was shown again and it's not better. I don't think her car's doing well whatsoever. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's still got winter tyres on from a year ago when she got them replaced. I don't know, man. And the thing is, with Auntie Fun Times driving, she had mentioned that, like, the key is not great for what Chantel is paying monthly on it. So I personally think if the Kuwait Bees is a goer, she's going to try and just give it to a wrecker. Get $100 for it or something.
So...
It's definitely... This car is not being sold on at all. This car is being melted down for parts. Nancy, thanks again for the super chat. Nancy says she's been paying that Kia for like 10 years. Yeah, she has. It's still not paid off. And considering she was in the 5 figures, like, per month for a good hot minute there, it is wildly... And not paying taxes. That's the other thing. Like, I talk about it quite often, but in Australia we pay, like, depending on your income, I imagine Chantal will have a 5-figure tax bill every year. And it's just absolutely bonkers to me that she could just get away with not paying taxes for years at this point and just not have anything to show for it, if that makes sense. It's so weird. Anyway, Clover, thank you very much for being here for 13 months, mate. I appreciate it. Clover says, 13 months? You're the best, Zach. You're the best, Clover. Thank you for the support and thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate it. happy anniversary +1, and I hope you have a great weekend.
I don't hold chopsticks properly, but whatever.
Well, it used to be Auntie Fun Times Cracula because Chantal would tell us stories about her aunt having a lot of fun times. And then it's Auntie Not So Fun Times because she kind of became problematic after being on camera for like an hour.
So this guy, met online. I was, not going to lie, I was immediately attracted to his looks.
I'm so glad I decided to do this today.
This guy was like polished to the nines. He was very attractive.
You ever need a topic for Foodie to talk on? Literally, just use that search button. It's great.
Like, looked like a polished pretty boy. And he was very intelligent sounding. But, as you will discover, you ever, like, go on a date or meet a guy?
Sorry. Her talking about meeting men online and all my dumb brain is just like, remember when she laid out all of those used condoms after the Turkish guy? The used condom just laid out on the dresser. And one on the floor, and one on the bedside table. Because she needed to prove to the internet that she was getting some. And how do you do that? By throwing used condoms around. Great. Grace, thank you for being here for 20 months, mate. I appreciate it. Grace says, just wanted to say, really missed you on the team. Missed you too, Grace. Thank you for being here. It's lovely to see you. Happy 20 months, and I hope you're doing well. We're always here. Feel free to boop in anytime.
Who's just...
And Madeline, hello. Thank you for being here for 13 months, mate. I appreciate it. Madeline says, so excited to catch you live. Hello from Canada. Hello from Brisbane. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Night? Early morning? Is it early morning yet? Night. Thanks for being here for 13 months, Madeline. Thank you for the support, and I hope Canada is treating you well.
so self-absorbed, and all they talk about is themselves.
Ali, that condom bit was great, though, because it will live in my brain rent-free. Just Foodie's condom flex.
It's just such a turnoff. Like, I think they're trying to impress you with their accomplishments or something, but, you know, the guy's paying more attention to himself than you on this date, you know? Yeah. So anyway.
Tell us more about this imaginary date. Oh, God. Her jaw is crunchy today.
I didn't drive at the time, and neither did he.
Stop it.
So he invited me to a place near my place. Consider it. Spicy. It was like a fancy cafe type of restaurant, bistro or something. I don't know. It was really fancy. It didn't last long because in my hometown, fancy doesn't last long. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, now I hear the jaw. Marissa, it's a frequency thing. It's only now and then.
My nose is a bit stuffed, so if I have trouble breathing from the sauce. So I show up. He's at a table, and he's dressed to the nines again. You know, he...
How dare people going on a date want to dress up for the occasion?
Had, like, this blazer on, this pink button-up shirt, these...
Ooh, a blazer. Love a blazer.
You know, like, fancy guys wear these, like, fancy pointy shoes. He had pointy shoes.
Ah, the era of the pointed toe box. Yes, I remember it well. Circa 2007. 8, 9, 10, probably fell off in the early 10s.
The only things that really turned me off immediately was the amount of cologne. He was...
Oh, Edna, I haven't spoken about what kind of sushi I like. I like pretty much any type of sushi, to be honest. Yeah, I'll eat pretty much anything.
Wearing. It was just overpowering, and I love the smell of cologne, but this was just a lot, you know?
You've missed the tray, Megs? Well, welcome.
And...
Anna, that's exactly where my brain went. Yes, Tarakash down.
His hair. There was so much gel in it. Like...
Tarakash down, it would have been super skinny denim of some kind down the bottom, this pink button up with a blazer moment, and the shoes, like super pointed toe box, a little heel on the back, lower than ankle cut, and they probably would have been like that faux alligator or snake skin, but painted, so it wasn't actually like looking like the skin, it was just like black or white. Remember those white ones, like the faux crocodile skin, white pointed shoes? Ooh, icons.
It was shining. Like...
That's some late 2000s, early 2010s nonsense going on there. Yes.
And I can't do guys who spend more time on their hair than...
You'll say ew, but it was a look.
I do. It's just a turn off for me. I don't know why, but...
Look.
It was styled nice, but just way too much gel, you know?
Hey, Kimmo.
So, I sit down. I mean, for me, I was underdressed.
No, not quite patent leather, Laura. Patent leather is like has a specific shine to it. These were just cheap plastic.
I felt insecure. Because, everything I had cat hair on it.
Do you like the sushi tray, Lily? I don't. She's wearing it up at her neck, though. Well, she's not wearing the tray.
I wasn't dressed. I don't remember exactly what I was wearing. I just know that I remember feeling it like way underdressed compared to him. I mean, everything was full of cat hair. So, looking at the menu, he ordered something like fancy, like vichyssoise, aubergine vichyssoise, I don't know. Something with an obnoxious name.
Yeah. It's so much fancier than Poutine. She's mad at this dude. No, what is talking about?
Or a pretentious name, I should say.
Right, yeah.
So,
Foodie's not about pretentious food.
this guy starts talking about himself.
Okay.
Does not talk about me at all. Like, he didn't care. At all. It's like, why did you come on a date with me? Just to show off? Just for, like, a soundboard?
It sounds like they were telling you a little bit about themselves and maybe wanted to make a good impression. It turns out they did not make a good impression.
You know?
Maybe he was really awkward and only confident in talking about himself and not comfortable asking you questions. Or he wasn't interested. Either or.
I started getting so bored and, like, so irritated. I was like, oh, can I do something to turn this guy off so that our date can end? You know, like, can I let one rip or eat disgustingly with my mouth open?
I'm surprised you didn't do both of them anyway. Look, if you're on a bad date, there are means and ways of you escaping. No, not escaping. That's probably a really poor choice of word. There's ways and means of you leaving a bad date. You can just leave. You can leave. You can get someone to call you. You can be honest and say, I'm not interested. See ya. But this is why you don't go on full-blown dates with people you don't actually have a little bit of a repertoire with already. You want to go out, you grab a drink, you grab a coffee, you grab something that's a little bit snacky. Not full restaurant blown meals. At least not on like a first meetup, first date situation type of deal, because that's just going to be real awkward. Real awkward.
Which I probably do anyway. Anyway, he's like, I'll be right back.
Shannon, yes, we are doing retros today. Yes.
Go freshen up. Finally, I get a break from his yapping. Go freshen up. I don't know. He's gone forever. Comes back. Sits down. I shit you not.
He didn't go so.
He had a glob of hair gel on his forehead. And I'm like, trying not to laugh. It's like, obviously he went and put more gel in his already gelled hair.
Sorry, how did he carry around gel? Did he have a bag? Just scoop it into his pocket.
I didn't tell him about it.
Tell people when they've got something on their face. Tell them. Just tell them.
So, I bet you can guess how that went.
I hope this imaginary man is out there living his best life. In full tarot cash, head to toe. Probably with a fedora, because that was also a thing. Oh God, was it a thing?
Didn't offer to buy me a drink or anything. Like, I know a lot of people go Dutch. That's fine. But...
Go Dutch? What's that? What's that? Is that a Canadian colloquialism?
Call me old-fashioned, but I don't know. Would have been nice, you know? Anyway, that was it. I never saw him again. He never messaged me.
Split the bill, definitely.
Probably was like, ew, she's full of cat hair. I don't know, whatever. She didn't have enough hair gel
She's stealing the story from something about Mary.
in her hair.
Oh, going Dutch is splitting the bill. Okay, I get it.
Sure listened to him a lot.
That I have never heard that before. I thought it had something to do with, like, the drink she wanted offered.
Well.
Hey, Eri, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Eri says that's from something about Mary. What, the hair gel or the going Dutch thing? Thank you for the super chat.
This was delicious. This sauce is so spicy, though.
Oh, it's an everybody saying? Okay, it's just me being ignorant then. Sorry. Chef, hello, lovely to see you.
So
Hope you're having
spicy.
a good day.
I want to cry.
T-Rex, hello.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, guys.
Look, we learnt something today with Foodie. That's always fun. Well, learned something inside of Foodie.
I guess that's it. That's one story. It's just those guys that like are so self-absorbed, you know, and they just talk about themselves and themselves and themselves. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have been on dates like that and can relate.
Kind of, but I mean, whenever I date, like, if I'm on a date with someone, I'm generally interested in who they are as a person, so I tend to ask a lot of questions. I'm definitely that person. I don't feel super confident with an M. Like, talking about myself when I meet someone new. It takes me a little while to warm up. So generally, I'm good at asking questions and less good about, like, let me tell you about all of my experiences. You don't want to go in too heavy, you know? You need some light banter, just to warm up. Okay, we're done with this one. We've got one more. I think one more. One more? We've got one more. All right, this piece of content is from August 2020, so I went in chronological reverse order. This is from August 2020, so 2 and a bit years ago. I have the Munchies McDonald's mukbang. Something about love in this one as well. So we're gonna let's get to. Excuse me, Greg. Thank you.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Jesus, that's loud.
Sam,
Hi, Kels.
we can't see you with all that hair, Sam.
Alright, so they just moved into... No, not just moved in. August, April. May, June, July, August. So they've been in the luxury villa for 4 months here.
What do you think you're doing? What?
It's a Macca's mukbang, Marissa. It's a classic.
Yes.
Oh, VRQ. Okay, it's me
was
then.
thinking this.
I am just ignorant. Alright, chat. Just to let you know, she is wearing a top. She's wearing a top here. I don't know where she's set up in the luxury villa here. I have a feeling that it's on the dining table before it broke, but she is definitely wearing a shirt. Google, don't get mad at me. She's wearing a shirt. It's just her favorite color.
My eyes look like two shadows. Hey guys, hey, how are you?
I'm so good. I have had such a good day so far. So good. It's already 1. I'm going to get some meal prep done this afternoon and go for a skate.
Okay guys, I have the Munchies bad, okay, and I need to dig in here because all I had today was a bowl of cereal with some berries. Hungry, have the Munchies.
This is before she put that stupid office green screen thing downstairs.
Let's get to.
This is the back wall of the dining room.
So I have here
Dining
McDonald's,
area.
that's Munchie food, and I'm going to
Classic.
set this up here.
Do you know what? The next stream, if we don't get anything out of Foodie, might just be watching every McDonald's stream mukbang she's ever done. That seems like a marathon, Zach.
Like a mukbang.
Oh, so many themes we can do.
And put some effort into my setup here. I won't be as good as
You're right, buddy.
avocado,
Hope everything's okay.
but who is really? Who is? When it comes to fast food setup,
God,
not too many people.
I get that these burgers are like $1 worth, but they just look so sad.
I gotta say. So,
Just buy the ingredients and make nice food.
oh,
Please.
all right, guys. Just give me a minute here. The nuggets keep escaping.
Oh no, Greg, what are you doing? Hold on. I'm gonna fix it. I think I just had it up, but... Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on. Everybody hold. We'll get back to where we were. Okay.
So,
Oh no, the best Macca's mukbangs have been deleted. Lottie, we'll talk. Because it's an entire... Like, I feel like McDonald's mukbangs on the Foodie Beauty channel are an entire, like, subgenre. You know?
all right, guys.
That I think definitely needs to be explored. So what themes do we have? We've got Poutine, we've got McDonald's mukbangs, Sushi she was a big fan of, Arby's / Dairy Queen / KFC / There's a lot. Nancy, Burger King, Thank you very much for the super chat, Nancy. I appreciate it. Nancy says, is 50 First Dates based on her life too? I mean, well, if you ask her, probably. Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Or Nashies. Oh god, couldn't do every
The nuggets
Nashi
keep
stream.
escaping
That's
my view.
insane.
Maybe I should put them like... I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, okay? I don't know. But... Whoa, look at this burger.
Oh,
It's
has
kind
she
of a pain in the
removed
ass to do
all
it.
comments now?
Alright. Now we need ketchup. Oh, don't forget the dip sauce. I think Nick should teach a lesson to mukbangers.
I don't know if
how to
Foodie's
set
got
up.
comments off on a lot of stuff, but there are also streams with like just 0 comments on them. That's weird.
A
Is that
mukbang
weird?
display.
That's really weird. That's weird. Has she deleted all comments? I didn't even know you could do that. Wow. Alright. Oh shit, we got 3 burgers. 3 burgers, nuggets, chips. All the sauces. Got it. Sweet and sour is the best sauce though.
This is your brain off.
Oh my god, Holly, yes, we definitely need to add the yeeted ice cream cone stream into the McDonald's subgenre. Yes.
Drugs, kids. And Diet Coke. Okay, and
3
so
burgers.
let's dig in. Okay.
Yeah, it's just weird reality because some streams you go in and you can see like comments are turned off, and then other pieces of content you can go in and it says comments 0. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you can do. I don't know how you do that.
Let me catch it. I just did some weird faces for a thumbnail, so you're probably gonna see that.
There is an option where you have to approve every comment, so maybe she's turned that on and it's like retroactively pulled off all of her comments. Who knows? Where are we going to go to talk about Foodie now? Oh, I know.
And
So many other places.
be like, what's with the thumbnail? Don't ask, okay? Don't ask. Oh, okay. Let's give you some McDonald's fries. Let's give you a Beanie Buddy, guess. Beanie
Get ready for the crunch.
Buddy. I almost went to the door. I'm wearing.
You know what? Her jaw sounds like my elbow does. Like my elbow's shoulder. Actually, more like what my shoulders do. It's so weird because I was talking to people about it and I was like, I'm pretty sure I've got like bone damage with the amount like that my ribs and shoulders and stuff creak. And they're like, it's probably not bones. You'd know if it was bones. It's probably just muscle. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's muscle. They're like, well, your muscle can get like really, really tight. And so it kind of sounds like it's snapping when you lift stuff, but it's not actually like the bones aren't crunching together. It's just the muscle doing something weird. I'm like, okay. Then they suggested a massage and I was like, I don't like people touching me. So is there a way I could avoid that? They told me stretching. Not a big fan of that.
No pants.
Should be, but I'm not.
I'm in my undies. Almost went to the door like this to get the food. And then I'm like, I better let Heath get this one.
That's true, Jewel. And you know what? There are better ways to scream into the void together than Foodie's comment section. So she's just going to lose out on engagement, and that's fine. Hey, Paige. No, that's the thing, Havisham. I've never injured my shoulders. I've never injured my elbows. Someone was like, maybe it's tennis elbow. And then I went through a rigmarole. Rigmarole, yes. Night, Katie. Sleep well.
Large fry.
Again, I'm quiet. Jesus.
6-piece nugget. 3 double cheeseburgers. 2
There you
barbecue dip sauce.
Oh, well, Lily, if we need to revisit the fake vegan era, yes, we'll have to put together some... We'll put together some like, thematic streams, and then we can go through them. Yes. Yes, 100% down. I'm excited.
Yeah, bye. Floppy bun.
No, triple cheeseburgers, Marissa. There's 3 of them. Oh, wait, they're all double? Wait, is she ingesting 6 patties?
I dip my cheeseburgers in ketchup. Because why not? No?
I mean, they do look really sad
Normally I
and
do everything
dry.
in Big Mac sauce, but I was just like craving ketchup. So.
Just a shout out to anyone who's meal prepping this weekend. Good for you.
So. Nothing new.
Damn it,
here.
Lottie. We can collectively put together like themed playlists of foodie content. Yes. I'm excited. Vegan era, McDonald's mukbangs. We can theme like mukbangs based on what's being eaten. Because then we get context.
And guess what this is? You already know.
Fruitopia.
I just
Was it Fruitopia?
Oh, sorry, I keep interrupting myself. I got 400 of these babies from Amazon.
Ooh, Lindsay, yeah. I mean, yeah. I reflect on my bad times as well sometimes, and it really helps put things into perspective, especially now where I'm just like, I'm not as strict as I was, and then I recognize like how much better I am now than like before I went through all of that. Yeah, it's helpful.
All right, so
Context is
fluff up my hair a bit. So, okay.
I don't think we could do the paneer era show. It's just too much paneer.
Why I really don't want to get back into dating and just move on.
Oh. Oh, hello, bug.
Besides just not being ready.
Mildly poisonous. Are you okay? You can't fly.
It's depressing.
That's me. Get off me. Okay. Well, good luck. Bye.
Getting back in the dating scene. And the dating scene in 2020 is online, right? And online dating is so depressing to me.
Well, could someone show Chantel this mukbang, please?
Just interacting with the male species via internet. You know what I mean? Like,
I do know what... Well, no, I don't really know what you mean, but I also know what you're doing currently, which is exactly that.
I did meet BB online, but that was like, what are the odds, you know?
And you met Old Mate online, and you met the Turkish dude online, and the Moroccan dude online, and Jose, and Mr. Creamy, and we could go on and on and on and on. You don't meet people in the real world.
Well,
we know.
It can happen that you meet somebody, but that's not the problem. The problem is all of the ones you're not interested in, the big turnoffs, you have to get through first, you know? Like some of the creeps you find online.
Please define. I can't wait. I can't wait. Frank, Miley Cypress, so many of them. Motocross dude, not motocross dude. Kevin.
I don't know when that was.
Kevin Parker Bush.
Okay. Calm down. It's legal. That's my defense. Okay.
Projects.
So.
Oh, what's his name? The moving truck guy. Roman.
I didn't tell you guys this, but
honestly, we're gonna host a trivia night one night, and it'll just be like, who can name? All right, teams. Everyone form a team, right? The first question is, Foodie Beauty doesn't like online dating. Please name 10 gentlemen Foodie has introduced that she has met online. Teams, you have 60 seconds.
it's nothing to gloat about. But
and they can be foodie names or they can be channel names. Whichever.
All right. One day I was bored.
Hot Wasabi, you've never seen any of the old videos? Ooh. Well, if Foodie's quiet for the next week, I mean, we've got things to talk about.
And I decided...
Pub quiz version of Name That Random. 100% Samantha, yeah.
Why don't I just have a look-see? Just a look-see.
Kevin Parker Bush, otherwise known as Moto Guy, met Chantal in the dark parking lot out the back of what business? If your answer was a what do you call it? A bowling place? Is it called a bowling place? What do you call it? Damn, I'm the worst host.
Why did I decide to have a look-see?
A bowling alley, that's what it is. I was trying to think. I was like, bowling place, bowling business, bowling house, bowling league, bowling alley. If you answered bowling alley, you're correct.
I mean, just looking at, like, personal ads. Craigslist, of all places. Now...
Oh, Slim, if you just joined, you just have to open your Discord, go into your settings, and then connections, and then you need to log into your YouTube via Discord, and it'll automatically pull you in.
You guys never told me about this. Or maybe you did, but I forgot.
Eri, the dumpster diving videos. I mean, that era is fondly remembered, but actually rewatching it is a bit... there's very little actual content around it all, apart from the fact that she found just a million bags of Rolos and decided to give them away, not telling people that they were out of date or that they came from a dumpster.
Hi, Sam. I'm not... It's been a long time since I've used online dating, okay, so...
Oh, Nick, Frank, Oh man, we could really like mess with people if we needed to put the timeline together of internet randoms that Foodie met up with.
Like the last time was like
Or told us she did.
2010 or 11. Okay. So I don't even know how it works.
Yeah, and then we could also put together, I think that would be a big one for thematic talkings, like Chantel's like health chats, because that's all over the place.
More like,
because you've got the Vivant stuff, you've got like all of the ER visits, the I ate so much cheese that I ended up in hospital, you know, all of that. There's so much there. And there's some serious stuff in there as well, but like the later you get into the Foodie like content, the less serious she takes all of her health concerns. It's crazy.
Plenty of Fish is still around. There's like, what is it called? Grindr, Tinder. There's all these.
Who was Frank? Frank was the boba tea guy. The guy who just met up with Foodie in her car and was just like, I watch you. By the way, I brought boba tea. And everyone was screaming, don't drink the boba tea. Who knows what's in it? What's wrong with you? Also, get this man out of your car. You don't know him. That was Frank.
Apps, you know?
Hey, Fit. Yeah, retros. We're putting plans together for all of the thematic
can, like,
retros now. It's a good time.
Use
Good
Uber
time.
Eats to like order food. You can go on like Tinder or Grindr.
Hey, Haz, good to see ya. Yep, then the boba tea rotted in the car, and then she threw it out like days, if not weeks later, and then we made an emoji for it on the Discord.
Order ass at like 2 a.m.
And it was a pandemic. It was the same time, not the exact same time, but Foodie was also traveling across provincial borders to visit old mate, but also to get really sad-looking flat burgers. Got so many things people might not know. It's great. It's great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that like Tinder and Grindr are like huge meat markets. Like, you go there if you want to hook up, not find love. Well,
where did you meet? Has she told us where she's met Mr. Creamy from? International Tinder. Global Tinder. Yes, I remember. Sorry, Chantel's perspective on the meat market has aged well, I see, yes.
from what I discovered,
Frank did give us porcupines.
when I wanted
Porcupines were better than paper clips, to be fair.
Craigslist. It's like, even for me.
She was an essential food reviewer. Yes, traveling across provincial lines was essential for Foodie's work. To go eat sad burgers.
You know, I was like, what the? First of all, you go on to personals. I don't even know if I selected a city. I just like went on there. There was like, they're talking in code, so it's like MFM, so I guess that's like male for male.
Uh-huh.
Female for male. You know, I clicked on one. Had like a little picture, camera icon beside it, and I'm like, what is that? You know, didn't clue in until I clicked. I opened it, and downloads of really close up, like I could see your like shave bumps. Badge right in my face, like, click, badge. Whoa. Okay.
Whoa. I mean, you kind of expect that on the personals. You don't expect it on the YouTubes, especially not when you're in a particularly short, potentially yellow dress. Was it the yellow dress era? And you decided to just bend over and flash everything.
And it was like, I need a big hard dick tonight or something like that. Okay, so
Okey
that's cool.
dokey. You're eating, by the way, miss. Just so you know. No, Frank wasn't an old boyfriend. Frank was a fan in Canada who decided to reach out to Chantel on her birthday and be like, hey, I'd like to take you out for boba tea. And then she met up with a stranger on the internet with no safety precautions whatsoever.
I don't know. I mean, that's the shitty part about not being in a relationship. When you're craving, you know, when you're in the mood, you have to think of the bone ring.
Was she just in Pizza's chat? Was she hanging out in Pizza's chat? Someone was saying you could hear her raging or see her raging. I don't know if it was verbal or written.
It's like
I don't know. But like I said, with Foodie off, all Foodie's doing is shifting the attention to any time Pete's goes live, because people aren't really necessarily interested in, well, fewer people are interested in what Pete's has to say, and they're more interested in watching for signs of, Chantal.
Depressed about it sometimes, like.
Frank also gave her a $100 super chat. That's correct, Sandra, yes.
You know? So I look and like, maybe I could just have like casual hookup. I could try it. And,
yes, I remember that, Bloody. Yes.
Be more lover story times, right?
Which is to say that this is all either fake or the specifics of the Craigslist personal ads was fake. Thanks, Bobby.
Well,
it's a great little mug. I like it. Spooky season.
browsing through, and my eyes just automatically scan for anything that says BBW. Because, like, it's just easier. As a fat girl, it's just easier, okay? Not everyone likes fat girls. It's just easier to just look, you know, rule that out. The person says they like BBW. There you go. So.
Buttons.
Oh, yeah. So. Best munchies, man. Like,
I don't care about your munchies. Tell me the story about this.
so I click on, like, looking for BBW.
Okay.
Have some fun with.
God. She's so unlikable. Just staring at her face, being like, the amount of content I have watched of Foodie's face. And I miss these eyebrows.
Sam, I'm trying to do something. Sam, I'm trying to earn money for your freaking food. Alright, so, click it. No picture. Call me shallow. You have to be attracted to somebody for something like this, okay? I mean, this is not a relationship. I don't want to get to know him better or his character. I don't give a shit. You know, I just want the D. So,
complaining about meat markets goes to Craigslist personals. Probably not Craigslist. Only interested in the D. Got it. Make that make sense.
I need to see what you look like because, you know, I need to be, you know, attracted somewhat. So, no picture. Anyway, we can get to that later, but
she wasn't a big fan of editing here either, so it was really only a natural progression into live streams.
so I messaged back. I'm like, hey, BBW here. I don't even know what I said. Like, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. I saw your ad. Something like that. Something generic and stupid. There's a lot of fluff going on, too. Right?
Do you think she's wearing pants?
And these online things.
Fucking brain!
Not even 2 minutes later, after I sent that email. Ding! Replies. Like, buddy. Some kind of...
It's fine. That thought process went from... Sorry, Marissa. That thought process went from she's eating fries, but she's got salt on her fingers. And I noticed she was kind of wiping down there. And I was like, do you think she's got a napkin, like, on her thigh or, like, on her lap that she's wiping the salt on? And then I thought, no, she's obviously not doing that. And that naturally led to the progression of, do you think she's wearing pants today?
It's kind of a red flag for me. Like, you know, guys, if you want to, like, not seem overly desperate, wait at least
God damn it.
to, like, reply back, you know? Beep, beep. Anyway.
Fit, that could be any mukbang.
First thing I read, I noticed there's an image downloading, like, loading. Hey, baby. Bam. Just like the badge. Boom. Right in my face. Penis. Although, I think he was using, like, a high-tech camera. Yeah, one of those cameras, like...
with filters.
That would... It was focused on what was right in front of the camera, which was big bush. Just like a big bush of, like, pubic hair. And then...
You are eating!
It was not focused around anything else. Like, so all I see under the pubic hair, like, further down is just, like, a blob, like a brown blob. Like, that must be his appendage.
My God.
Anything I hate? Anything.
I might just skip lunch. It's fine. I'll save it for dinner.
The biggest turn off for me is getting a dick pic. Like, unless I ask you for noobs, don't send them. What's going on in his brain? Like, what planet is he from that he thought that would be attractive, even 2%? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't find your lack of manscaping attractive. I just don't. Like,
shut up. Stop. Please stop, because Twitter has really ruined my perception of pants. Let's call it that. It's pants.
I was gonna reply like nice bush or something, but then I was just like,
oh God, why? Her OnlyFans is done with, right? Like, we're done with that, please.
This guy seems weird, seems desperate, seems like a creep, so I'm not gonna reply at all.
So Pretzel confirms that there's likely not pants.
Well,
see, I knew it. I got a feeling about these things.
Like, block him because he kept sending like.
I'm sorry.
And I was like, I think he finally figured out how to get it to focus on it because maybe that's what he was doing. But like, hey baby, you like how my looks, baby? So again, using the word baby. Ugh.
I mean, not really. All I can give you is, like, my perspective of what I do.
I guess that's less creepy than, like, my sweet...
But I highly recommend, if you have the resources to speak to a professional. I know that PTs can be quite expensive, but oftentimes the good ones will be, like, first one's free. So, yeah, sometimes you can get a bit of perspective. And even if you aren't going to one once a week, like once a month can also be like really beneficial, just for form and things and suggestions specifically to you. Because I think that, like, as much as the internet is a wide and varied resource when it comes to working out, like, knowing what your goals are and having someone like physically in the room can often be a lot more beneficial and hold you a little bit more accountable, I guess, than just like kind of finding your own way. There's nothing wrong with finding your own way, but I think that, yeah, if you're like seriously wanting to like target one thing or have like an issue with something, oftentimes speaking to a professional can be the best way of doing it.
Each or something stupid. I don't know. I'm very cynical, okay? Very cynical.
Hi, cynical. I'm Sat. Nice to meet you.
I can't help it, you know?
Wait, I'm cynical. Where's your cynicism in the modern era? Where's your concern that you're getting internationally, like, trolled for something? Bring on healthy doses of cynicism.
Yeah.
Yes. Fan. Positivity.
So, yeah, I ended up having to block this person because...
Here for it. But be cynical.
So
be safe. Be concerned. Be worried.
I guess.
Hi, Kim. Nice to meet you.
You know? I just feel like it's hopeless.
Oh, yes, Nitty. Yeah. I kind of get mixed up in that too. Not physical therapy, no. Personal trainer. Yeah.
I just don't want to go through that. I just don't have the energy. So I'm just going to wait till I do, or until love finds me.
Love finds a way.
Poor Uber Eats guy.
Well, apparently love has now found Foodie.
Turned out to be the love of my life. I've mourned enough of those poor guys that I'm really glad I didn't go to the door today. Oh man, yeah, but don't ever go looking for love or anything else on... Well, if you're maybe looking for, you know, what I encountered, feel free. Maybe I was in the wrong section, you know, maybe I was in the... I don't think it matters. There's always a creep in every section, you know.
It's wildly concerning that she has this much clarity when it comes to the potential dangers of meeting internet people here. And yet, 2 years later...
I have trouble with...
And I swear, if Mr. Creamy gets in the way of us getting, like, mansion visas, I'm going to be upset. Because I want to see the new backdrop.
Good casual sex, because...
I want to see it.
If it's good, I'll be like, I love you. Like, the next week, you know? So, I mean, my nose is stuffed.
I'm sorry, did you just say what I thought she
like,
said?
Good casual sex, because, like, if it's good, I'll be like, I love you. Like, the next week, you know?
She hasn't, and here's the thing. She's not met this man, right? She's not met Mr. Creamy yet, which means she hasn't slept with Mr. Creamy yet. So where it, like, no, none of this is making sense. Red flags, I don't trust any of it. Don't get it, don't get it, don't get it.
So, I mean...
Because that was the big thing with Old Mate, right? Like, it wasn't just the attention that Old Mate was giving her. It was also the fact that there was, like, a physicality going along with all of that to, like, get Foodie into all sorts of trouble. Oh, and drugs. Don't forget the drugs. But, like, with Mr. Creamy, what is on offer? Text messages from an internet stranger, and that's about it. That's fucking weird. Yeah, I can't wait to see the mansion. Very excited.
This is the best Munchies ever.
Oh, really? Sassafras. I'm not surprised.
Am I full? I don't know. You ever dip your fries in barbecue sauce? It's so good.
That's barbecue? Oh, it's like sweet and sour.
Oh, I was waiting all day for this. Like,
Is it OMAD? Is that the situation type of deal? God, I remember OMADs in mukbang discussions. That was
I wish the
bonkers.
pizza was done work so I could. Order something for him too. I have these like fake eyelashes on, but they're like
They're nothing on what you got now.
prominent.
No, these are a nice sensible like 107 or whatever.
I need my ring light.
The modern era stacked 301s are a
So yeah,
lot.
times like that I miss BB because
I don't think they're stacked,
It was
but
like-
they are big.
it's familiar. I still do have love for him. You know.
Oh, hey, Boop. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat, and I hope you're having a great weekend. Boop the Snoot says, for my 30th, and in light of Chantel's habits, have decided to not buy takeaway till my birthday next year. 1 month in and feeling great. Congratulations, Boop. That's incredible. Thanks for the inspiration to do the thing and make good choices. Fam. Boop. I speak for myself, and I imagine the chat. Congratulations. You're doing the damn thing. Just remember to be nice to yourself. Challenges happen. Everything when it comes to changing habits is a long, straight, boring road. Sometimes you want to sit down. Sometimes you need to take a break, and that's okay. So remember to be nice to yourself, and congratulations on completing 1 month of the challenge. Congrats. Heck yeah.
Still infatuated. And we're just so comfortable, like, with each other. You know, like to the point like you could fart during sex and it would just be like whatever, you know. God, poor guy. Don't listen to me.
Just a reminder to everyone that Foodie's not currently wearing pants in this.
I'm crazy.
Hey G, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
These like McDonald's cheeseburgers and fries. When you have a craving for it.
Vink, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Vink says, she's scheduled to move on my birthday. I don't want to be let down. I hope you're not let down. I mean, if we aren't back to live streams by then, I hope at least there's a piece of recorded content so that we could see the new, mansion. That'd be great. I'm going to be sad. Hey, Beautiful. Good to see you.
I was thinking of like when I was really craving it, I'm like, humans are so different from animals because like,
What?
just like, you look at elephants, okay? Like okay.
All right, let's talk about elephants.
A lot of people, some people like to, but a lot of people hate just chowing down on a bunch of greens, you know? Just like,
I mean, there's a lot of talk around like psychology and eating, and I am no one, so I'm going to shut the hell up. But some people have problematic or bad relationships with food. Some people have good relationships with food. Some people's perspective is that it is just fuel. Some people feel like it's too much work, too much effort to eat at all. Some people feel like they have an emotionally better state when they're eating particular foods. There's an entire conversation to have about biology and chemistry, particularly brain chemistry and hormones and dopamine and etc. So there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into that. But I think the benefit that we have as humans is that we're able to be aware of and make changes to our habits. It's not necessarily easy, but there are things that we can do to manage a lot of the things that we do that may not be healthy. And I mean, as for animals, I mean, we were just talking about Fat Bear Week last week, right? Bears obviously eat a whole heap of food so that they can hibernate and survive, and then come out looking real hungry. But the general way of our brains working, at least, is that, ooh, that's tasty and calorie dense, put more of it in me because I don't know when I'll eat next. The human body / human brain hasn't really caught up with what we've been able to do to produce large amounts of food, and so it's consistently in a, well, what happens if it's winter and we don't get to eat every day? So let's hold on to all of these calories. This still is a lot, also, by the way.
Eating a huge bowl of mixed greens. And then it doesn't seem appealing, okay? All the chewing and the bitter greens, I don't know. And then, but look at like elephants. They're like big animals, you know?
They're built different, Chantal. Yeah, elephants are not humans.
And they're like the symbol. Like, people use that as like a derogatory term for a fat person. And yet here they eat all day. You see them chowing on leaves from the tree, and they're like, yeah, I love this shit. You know?
Yeah, I don't agree with like derogatory phrases aimed at anybody, but I understand that the really sad kind of insult is supposed to just be because they're big.
And you're just like, but then I was thinking, like, they don't have a choice. They don't have like it's a friggin' Savannah McDonald's, you know, like, I wonder what it would be like if they would still be loving their greens if somebody introduced them to a Big Mac, you know?
Yeah, probably not. But again, they don't have access to calorie-dense processed foods. They have access to, like, vegetation. I mean, they don't even prepare their vegetation. They just kind of eat it.
This is what my mind thinks of all day.
Man, I miss these thoughts. I miss these thoughts.
Dude, I'm like a bottomless pit right now.
Yeah, Pretzel, she's gone off on one. Yes.
This is what my channel should be. Taking a couple...
Pink. It's true. It's also different because elephants can't use drive-thrus. You're right. You're right. And elephants don't have the thumbs to order Uber Eats. Otherwise, I'm sure they would.
Eating my munchies.
Location: Savannah.
Pizza's talking to some bit.
Night, Sea Smoke. Have a good one.
We're probably going to do videos together this weekend. So.
I agree. Room enough. Yes, I agree. And I think the thing is, like, Chantal probably realizes, because, like, her recorded content takes a lot less time to actually put together, but a little bit more effort. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if moving forward we just return to recorded content, but depending on what that looks like, I don't know how many people are able to hang on. I'm sure we'll hang on, but it will be one of those things where it's like, it's just going to be noise in the background. Nobody's really paying attention to it until we start to pay attention to it. We have Mia, yeah, almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna stay single.
Oh, that makes sense, Esne.
I don't know if I'm going on my trip.
And I understand that elephants got so big because they had natural predators, so in evolutionary standards they needed to get bigger to protect themselves. It's basically herbivore dinosaur theory.
We're gonna have to see.
Pretty much works for everyone.
What COVID is like.
Grace, I have definitely watched this one. There's some of the other stuff previously that I hadn't seen.
I might not even be able to go.
But I know quite a few of the references.
Because the borders are not like open right now for non-essential, so we'll see.
Hey, Princess M, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. For anybody who's confused, just to let you know that I'm creating my own content here, watching my stories, having a good chat with the chat, having a good time. We're here for the positivity. It's good. It's a good day. They have one stomach but multiple stomach chambers. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the anatomy of elephants. Elephant is the largest living land animal, characterized by its long trunk, elongated upper lip, and nose. Oh, it's connected. Columnar? Hold on. Help me pronounce this one. Columnar. Sounds like me saying no. Columnar legs. And huge head with temporal glands. They're not temporary, they don't come off. And wide, flat ears. Elephants are greyish to brown in colour, and their body hair is sparse and coarse. Let me look up the inside of an elephant. How many tummies does an elephant have? God, I remember when Foodie saying tummy used to just fucking send me. That's a very unique period in time. Okay. Lots of intestines, yes. Big ears, yes. This is a great pause. What are you talking about? Okay. Why do their bones look like they've been named in German? Interesting. All right, down to the insides. Wait, all of these are just German. Great. Perfect. Oh, it's got a surprised little eye. They are big. They are big animals. The brain of an elephant. Internal organs of the elephant are proportionally not bigger than other mammals. The brain weighs 4.5 to 5.5 kilograms. The heart, depending on the age, between 12 and 21 kilos. Damn, what about the liver, though? Where are the elephant's bull testicles? They're on the inside, near the kidneys. There you go. Perfect. Anyway, what did I miss in chat? Is there an elephant week like a fat bear week? I'd hope so. Alright, let me check. Elephant liver size. Heart and liver. The elephant heart weighs 22 kilograms and circulates about 450 litres of blood. Dude, that's a lot of blood. Inner cleaning is performed by a 77 kilogram liver. Y'all, in an adult elephant, an adult elephant's liver weighs more than a lot of people. That's huge. Water and trunk. To drink its 9 litres of water at a time, the elephant uses its trunk, which weighs 113 kilograms. Dude, elephants are great! The intestines of an elephant may be 19 meters in length or more. Damn. How big is a full-sized elephant? African savanna or bush elephant. Oh my god, bush elephants. World largest land animal with adult males or bull elephants standing up to 3 meters high and weighing 6,000 kilos on average. Males reach their full size at 35 to 40 years. Aw, elephants are great. Look at that. Foodie got us talking about elephants. Oh, I'm glad, Fit. Fat Bear Week needs everybody to know about it. Yes.
There's a few fries left.
I'm sorry for the tangent, chat. You know me. I hear one thing.
Anyway. Well. So, just leave
Hey, Boot, thanks for the super chat. I saw, allegedly.
That'll be it. Excuse me. Oh, God. Joys of cleavage.
I'll keep an eye out, but
Okay,
you
guys,
just let me know if we
video
need to
for
get
a
onto
minute or
Cuba.
so. I like making longer videos for you guys because, like, I don't know, just like sitting and chilling and talking, you know. Yeah, I could definitely make videos, like, in this state of mind because you're just, like, your mind just, like, wanders from one topic to another. Might be annoying, though, for you guys. I don't know. So, do you guys like to set up more? I mean, it's kind of bland in the background. I don't know, like, I don't have a keen eye for... I don't have an eye for decorating. Like, my decorations...
I mean, if we compare your spooky season decorations with Miss Kentucky's, then, yeah, I know who the queen there is.
They're so eclectic.
Mama Bear, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Mama Bear says, elephants are my favorite animal thanks to the elephant chat and for the distraction from the stressful baseball game I'm also watching. Oh, Mama Bear, thanks for the super chat. I hope the baseball game gets less stressful, but we're here to talk about, like, animals, including elephants, anytime. Thanks for the super chat.
You know, it's like scattered, like my brain. I don't have that, like...
You're
this
right,
would look
Boob,
so
it's
cute,
fine.
you know, like, I don't know, for example, I always use her, but...
No, Shane, this is in the luxury villa. This is 4 months of living in the luxury villa. This is at the dining table that's broken and doesn't get used anymore without the green screen thing in the background.
Learning to be fearless, like, you look at her house and it's just, like, everything is so cute, right down from, like, you know, the things on her stove or the back of her toilet or, you know what I mean? Like, I just... like the back of my toilet, I have like two rolls of toilet paper and shit spray, like spray for after you go for a poo. What's it called?
I am moody. I
Air
hope you're
freshener,
having a good one too.
So, I don't know. I admire people who can, you know, like if I ever became rich.
Wait, where'd that other burger go? I got so distracted talking about elephants that I missed the third burger disappearing.
Like then I would probably hire someone to decorate my house.
Correct, Marissa. Yes, dining table come cutting board. Yes.
Mr. Kate. You know, all these celebrity people are getting Mr. Kate to decorate. Mr. Kate! Probably costs a lot. But she deserves it because she does such a good job, you know?
What kind of bird was that? Hold on.
Hi, Sam. My cat's probably going to jump up here any minute, so I better
go.
I'm digressing.
I know that sound. It is... Nope, it's not a parrot. It'll come to me.
Big time. So, yeah, my eyes, are they like even open right
If
now?
I can see them, I'll
Hi, Sam! I called it.
tell you.
Excuse me.
There's a scrub turkey. Or there's a couple of scrub turkeys around. They don't make that sound, though.
Well, imagine being a cat, how boring it would be.
We've got scrub turkeys, we've got minor birds, we've got rainbow parakeets, we've got butcher birds, cockatoos. Wasn't a cockatoo. They're yellow and white cockatoos. Kookaburras, corvids, so native Australian crows, and pigeons. Those are pretty much all of the birds that we've got. And sometimes plovers, but plovers aren't... Plovers get chased off by minor birds.
So better.
What's a scrub turkey? It's a scrub turkey makes.
Happy chasing a bottle cap around.
It's a native Australian turkey.
Your small peanut brain. I'm kidding, Sam. You're here to be cute and make me
and
happy.
cockatiels. Cockatoos and cockatiels.
Oh, God. Sam. Black hole sun, won't you come? I sound like one of those, like, old cabaret singers. Sam. Or lounge singers that are like... I can't sing. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty full.
I'm pretty full. I'm Zach. Also
pretty full. Like, kind of like... Not super full. All right, guys. So,
talking about birds.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight and listening
Is the
to
scrub
me
turkey related to the drop bear? Eri, no.
and my concerns
Scrub turkey's
about
a bird.
the dating world.
Are scrub turkey jerks? Well, it depends. If you ask people who have like lovely gardens and stuff, scrub turkeys can be jerks because they're foragers, right? Like they like to dig up earth and eat bugs and ruin people's gardens. But they're also protected. So if you get found out to be like baiting or killing scrub turkeys because they're native wildlife, you get slapped with like, I think it's between $1,000 and $5,000 is the fine for killing a scrub turkey. I love them. They're great. They got the little wattle. They're black with a red head, and they've got really, really big, pronounced, like, tail feathers that kind of stick up, like, vertically. It's great. And their little wattle, not like the walk, but the thing. Wattle? Warble. No, warble's a sound. Wattle? The thing under their neck is, like, a bright, vibrant orange. They also get into fights with cats, but most cats, like, are smart and stay away from them because they've got real big talons. Desert, because they can climb trees as well. Yes, tree climbing scrub turkeys. They're great. Desert, I'm not pulling your leg. They exist. Desert, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Desert says, Poppy, thanks for being so wonderful. Girl world can be toxic AF. You're a breath of fresh air. Desert, it is my absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for the super chat and the support. Thank you for your kind words. And look, we just try to watch our stories and have a laugh over here. That's it. And then we get distracted and talk about animals. Quite often. So if that's the content that you enjoy, I appreciate it. Thank you. So a drop turkey? Well, a turkey could drop on you, yes, because they do climb trees. So I guess we could define them as a drop turkey, yes. Bugs, yes, we do get kookaburras. Kookaburras can pretty much live anywhere in Australia.
Maybe somebody who's comfortable with being on camera, though, because that's going to be...
No, it's a turkey, Megs, I swear.
You know? I don't want to... Like, BB was the type of guy who was just, like, you know, didn't want to be on camera or whatever. And I respect that. I don't blame him, and I understand why, but I just, like... I want to be able to, like, do videos with this person and stuff like that, you know? Like, especially if we're going to be doing things in life together, traveling, you know? I don't want him to be all grumpy whenever I'm like, smile, the camera's on. Like, just be comfortable with it, you know? So I gotta look for someone that's like that. I know pieces, but, you know, he's my friend, so... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go watch Dawson's Creek. Or probably edit this video. And then watch Dawson's Creek. Edit this video for you freaks!
I wonder what she's watching at the moment. No, bugs. Kookaburras can be super loud. They have a lot. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Hold on. While we enjoy this still, let me find the Kookaburra laughing. Kookaburra laugh. All right. This is what a Kookaburra sounds like. They're great! Look at him go! Isn't that great? That's what a Kookaburra sounds like. Hold on, wait, while we've got... Are there any other native Australian wildlife sounds that you want to hear over this still of Foodie Beauty? So butcherbirds. Butcherbirds are kind of like cousins to they're in a very similar family to kookaburras, and they sound like this. They have songs more than laughs, but they're evil little devils. I love them, but they often the reason they're called butcherbirds is because they'll find like skinks and lizards and stuff, and they'll get them by the neck, and then they'll find a bush or a shrub or a tree that has thorns on it, and basically pin the lizard to the thorns, and then rip the belly open and then eat the insides while the lizard is pinned to thorns. That's why they're called butcherbirds, because then they like take off the limbs as well and get all of the marrow and the goopy goodness on the inside. Anyway, this is what they sound like. They're violent, but they sound great. Yeah, Australia's just got nightmare birds. Yes. I wonder if I don't think scrub turkeys have a sound. Oh no, they do, kind of. We'll pick it up. Isn't this calming? Violent, but they sound great. That's very much the butcherbird, yes. There's more. There's more to this track. Butcherbird goes after a lot of things, Katie. You want to hear kangaroo noises? Is everybody's cats enjoying this? Okay, so that's enough of the butcherbird. This is what a scrub turkey sounds like, apparently. Silence. Oop, there it is. Do you hear that? Oh, that was it? He just made a little, like, boop sound. Oh, there it is. This is the sound of a scrub turkey. It sounds like he's about to enjoy a mukbang. What else did we have? So minor bird sound. This is what a minor bird sounds like. God, why are all these things like 6 minutes? So those are the birds that you often hear outside of my window. Those are minor birds. And then we had cockatoo sounds. Sulphur-crested cockatoo. So these are the yellow and white boys. So pretty. Yeah, so cockatoos just kind of scream. Cockatiels make this sound. Someone made a 12-hour compilation of a cockatiel. Great. Perfect. So cockatiels are little chirpy boys. These are not Chantel sounds, no. And what other birds did I say? Turkey, crows, cockatiel, cockatoo, minor birds, crows. I mean, we know what crows and pigeons sounds like. All right, kangaroo. We'll do the kangaroo just to sign off. Kangaroo sounds. All right, we'll play this one. Nope.
They make soft.
No, I don't want other people's voices. I just want kangaroo noise. Here we go. Kangaroo sounds and calls. Thank you very much, by the way, to the channel Wild Ambience. Give them a like. No worries, AC. That grunting is a kangaroo, not Chantal. Yeah, they grunt. What did you expect? This is just the sound of Australian wildlife. You don't like this sound? It's like they got a cough. Okay, hold on. Oh, speaking of... We won't finish there, because... Wombat. So wombats make fun sounds as well. Wombat sounds. It's the same channel, Wild Ambience. Good for you. Ambience? Ambience. Whatever. Anyway, this is the sound of a wombat. It's like a velociraptor. And here's little scratches. Little... It's actually them breathing out of their nose. It's kind of a sneeze. Hold on, wait, there's a good bit coming up. It's got like a sound line. Oh, those are birds. That's not wombat. More birds. Hold on. I saw a request for dingo. Dingo sounds. So dingoes are interesting. So this is what a dingo sounds like. Oh my god, little howly boys. By the way, I'm so sorry to everybody's pets. I'm sorry. They're really cute. They are kind of like coyotes, yeah. They're not quite wolfy, but they're wolfy, you know? So precious. Just standing there having a good time. Just screaming into the void, and that's relatable. Ali, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Ali says, if only Chantel jumped in here right now. As if, Ali. Thank you for the super chat. All right, chat. I'm kind of done. I'm done. That's almost 3 hours of nonsense. So I appreciate the support. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you have a wonderful night and or day, depending on where you are. I gotta go make some meal prep and hopefully get some sunshine. For those of you on the rewatch, if you got to this point in the video, congratulations. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans, and I appreciate the comments and opinions and eyeballs. D, I'm so sorry. I just thought you'd come in. I'm sorry. Rewatch? Maybe? Anyway, I'm off. So I hope you all have a fabulous day and or night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. And I will see you all in the next video and or live stream.